live. We're live. We're here. I don't know. I was going to say we're here. We're queer. Get used to it. It just doesn't feel like that was going to work for an intro. In fact, it might have done the opposite of an intro. It might have made people leave. So we just didn't do it. But I said it anyway, so you guys know what I was thinking. But, you know. Oh. Welcome in, everybody. We're starting a little bit later than I planned on starting. I was occupied. And then shout out to, I had a quick meeting about some channel stuff we're working on behind the scenes, and me and my buddy Don got some really cool stuff, just like some like cool visual stuff and stuff like that to kind of up the production of the channel. So we're working on that behind the scenes. I'm actually really excited about that stuff. I think you guys would be happy to see it. Josiah got to see a little preview of it. He thought it was pretty sick. So yeah, I just, you know, we just one thing after another, and then now we're late. But we're here. The important part is that it happened. You know, it's not about when, it's about that it did, right? That's what matters. We're making memories together. Welcome in, everyone, to a new stream. I'm happy to see you guys. We're going to catch up with the chat real quick, say hi to everybody that's here, and then we're just going to get right into it. We're going to start getting into it, talking about stuff. Let me get my mic a little closer to my mouth. Jose Taco, first one in, kicked the door in, was like, hey, I'm here. Says, hail. What's going on, Jose Taco? Brimstone says, hail, top tier content right here. That is very kind of you. Thank you. Very kind of you to say. Beardo wishes he had Mike's awesomeness. Oh, that's very kind of you. RD Hernandez says, Epic Meek. What's going on, RD Hernandez? Welcome in. Shaggy Tit says, did you notice Verdot doesn't go by with respect anymore? I don't know what that means, so I don't know if I've actually noticed it or not. But if I have, then I agree with you. But if I haven't, then I don't know. I'm sorry. Jersey Dolphin says, hand waving. That's all I get. I don't see the emotes. I just see hand pink waving. Well, hi, Jersey Dolphins. Emily Kruger says, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, Emily. Welcome in. Glad to see your face and your name in chat. Lord Bolton for $4.99 already. We just swinging on him. Lethal getting his booty turned to raw meat right now, playing Elden Ring. He has Blabs entertaining the chat too. He's gone full Beardo. Oh no. Elden Ring has claimed another one, I guess. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's doing fine. I am doing good, Shaggy Tits. The only thing I was kind of bummed about is I was a little hungry, and I went to go look for, I thought we had some saltine crackers. I was going to do really old school, some crackers and cheese. Crackers and cheese is like one of my favorite snacks in the whole world, and there was none to be found. We had cheese, but no crackers. I was very sad. Aaron just became a member over on YouTube. Thank you so much, Aaron. I appreciate you. Rough Knight says, hail citizens of Meektropolis. Damn, could you imagine me have my own city? That'd be pretty rad. Sissy over on Kick says, hey, Epic Mike. What's going on, Sissy? Good to see you in chat. Good to see your name. I'm so happy you are here. Emmett Brickowski says, hey, chat. What's going on, Emmett? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Steel Leg of History, always good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Hello, how are you doing tonight? Be blessed. I am blessed and highly favored. Good to see you, man. Thank you so much. Disper says, paint the town red. Gonna paint it white. I might have to go find that clip. JRO Studio says, what's that supposed to mean? I don't even know. I don't even know what I said. I don't know what you're asking or referencing anymore. At this point, I have no fucking clue. This Bruce says, I was on Twitter and everyone talking Halo, so it reminded me of Lethal's Lightning streams with Mike and Lady G. Yeah, those were some great streams. And every $50 donation that came in, we would play a clip of Master Chief having sex with a Covenant spy, which is a real thing that happened in that show. If you haven't watched season 1 of Halo, Master Chief fucks a Covenant spy, just straight up plows her. Good old Cam Crash says, yo, what's going on, good old Cam Crash? What a great name. Hi, JR Studios. He says, hey. Disper says, he's here. He's unusual. That's very true. Rough Night says, oh, hey, Mike, I didn't see you there. Drunk 3PO says, one tweet. What's going on, Drunk? Oh, I got that pulled up. We got to talk about it. It's got to be talked about. Artie Hernandez, did you watch Money in the Bank? I did not watch Money in the Bank. You know what? I gotta pull this up. Okay. What's up, Miss Rough Night? Welcome in. Magnus Peter, welcome in. Bruce, Schick74. This Bruce said, I've told you I'm not covering myself in cheese. Well, I'm very disappointed. Okay. Guys, we need to talk about this real quick. What's up, Bruce Flash? Welcome in. Brian Dion, welcome in. Glad to see you guys. And does Mike know who I am and where I'm from? Emmett Brakowski? Oh, well, I could barely see the fucking avatar because my eyes are bad. I now see it. All right, we got to pull this up. We got to talk about this, guys. Drunk 3PO has been threatening us for months, years even, with this one tweet. That one tweet, and he could just destroy anybody, blow up the internet, go fucking nuclear, viral, crazy on the internet. One tweet. He's been saying it for a long time. And, this is what he did today. Drunk 3PO at a con went and met the lovely, the wonderful, the amazing Brie Larson. Met her, took pictures with her. Look how legitimately happy he looks. Look how legitimately happy she looks. She's like, look at this handsome, tall drink of water that I get to stand next to. Most of these guys, most of these guys are nerds. Some of them are, talking about my boobs on Jimmy Kimmel, which was that dress on Jimmy Kimmel was kind of a banger. But no, this guy didn't. He came in here. Wait, is that not a fake photo? No, this is 100% fucking real. This is legitimately real. I know it looks photoshopped, but that's because Jay has a weird aura. Here's the thing, okay? We all know this about Jay. We know the photo that is circulated of Jay. But this is not that. This is 1000% real. Jay actually met Brie Larson and took a picture with her. And he did it before Ryan did. And the internet fucking went crazy. Ripple shared it out, said this is real. This is a real thing. Bro, this is wild. Why are my messages vanishing? I don't know. They shouldn't be. Guys, look at where we are. She doesn't look the same. She looks happier. She's probably not working for Disney anymore. It's real. She was at the con where I'm at. Yeah, she was signing photos and saying hi to people and signing, Infinity Gauntlets, which is funny because the only interaction she ever had with the Infinity Gauntlet was when Thanos grabbed the Power Stone and punched Captain Marvel into the fucking stratosphere. Did he tell her who he was? Oh, he did. He said, "Hi, I'm Jay." The lens distortion tells me it's real. Yeah. I'd be jealous, but her top is zipped up. I mean, that's fair. Yeah. She didn't want to, there was too much Riz in the photo. Photo broke Disparu. Yeah, bro, it's wild. It's wild, dude. Like, I was so fucking happy. I lost it. I was laughing so fucking hard. Holy fuck, says Ryan now hates Jay. Yeah. Golden Nugget. Wait, no, is this real? Yes, this is real, Golden Nuggets. 100%, man. It's just Jay's Riz. It's hard to catch his blackness in an actual photo. Well, it's also an actual photo. You can see right here, like somebody took a picture of the photo itself, but it was pretty good, man. If she was wearing a late night TV monologue top, then yeah, that was the dress I was talking about on Jimmy Kimmel, which, I mean, listen, we're mostly men here. Let me see here if I can find that. Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel left for some reason. I don't know what the fuck Jimmy was doing. It didn't matter because we didn't want Jimmy back after this. We were all happy to see him leave and disappear and not come back because he had Brie fill in for him. Here. He had Brie Larson come and fill in for him, and she wore this dress And nobody had any. Amazingly, all of a sudden, people really like Jimmy Kimmel's show. She looks surprisingly self-aware. She knew it was Jay. She knows who Jay is. There's no way she doesn't. Yeah, she wore this dress on Jimmy Kimmel, and for some reason, a lot of people watched the show. A lot of people watched that episode specifically, and a lot of negative opinions of Brie Larson disappeared into the ether very quickly. So, I just, I don't know exactly why. But yeah, our boy Jay did it. He met Brie Larson. He hung out with her. They're best friends now. You can't spend any actual time around Jay and not end up becoming his best friend. Some of the best responses here. I do got to go through some of the responses because this is pretty fucking funny. Dan Vask, of course, that was his fucking response. It was pretty great. This Bruce Saucy was great. Yeah, it was. Saucy Saturdays was good. I always hide in the background. What's up, Spirian? My favorite one. I know 1,000 people let you know already. Let me be 1001, Ryan Kennel. Yeah, but this one from Jeremy, so fucking good, dude. Shit was hilarious, man. Ryan Kennel, yeah. Kyan Rinnell. So yeah, man. Jay was right. One tweet. That's all he fucking needed, man, to blow up the internet. I know nobody expected it. Nobody saw it coming. Nobody knew what to think about it, but he slayed, bro. And now that meme is getting meme to hell. It's everywhere. Somebody photoshopped Kathleen Kennedy into one of it. Somebody photoshopped sorry, I do gotta pull this one up. That's pretty fucking good. Oh man. Shit. Just somebody photoshopped them at a Black Lives Matter rally. Holy shit. I don't know why this is killing me so bad, dude. Holy shit. I don't know why this is killing me, dude. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh man, probably because of the joke about Jay being my favorite black YouTuber, but dude, the memes are so good. Oh god, that one killed me though. He looks so happy to be there. Yeah, dude, he's legitimately smiling. He's having a good time, bro. People keep asking why he looks so... Dude, Jay is very tall. Yeah, she's 5'7". I mean, Lady Epic's 5'7". That's tall for a lady, but Jay's like 6'5" or some crap. Like, Jay's very tall. Yeah, god damn, dude. She has to be slouching. No, I think she's standing up as tall as they possibly can. Dude, we'd all be happy there. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. It does look like the cover of a buddy cop movie. That is true. Bro, it's so good. Oh man. Yeah, so the memes were pretty wild, and of course it blew up and went viral, and people had very mixed feelings on it. But yeah, shout out to our boy Jay. Hope you're having a good time right now at the con. It looks like it was a blast for everybody. Shout out to Rippaverse. Hail Achromatic Chronicles Green. Yeah, they're showing that off over there. I know they were also selling blue as well at the con, so that's really rad, man. Shout out to our boy Jay. I'm excited. Achromatic Chronicles Green gonna be coming out soon. Very, very, very fucking excited for that. So yeah, man, I'm proud of our boy, man. I need that movie. She was probably in heels. Dude, that would be a great movie. If I could get, listen, if I could get Brie Larson to sign up to be in a movie, I would make a buddy cop movie with Jay and her. Yeah, Jay's like a cop who's about to retire. It's gonna be similar to Lethal Weapon, but Jay's gonna be Danny Glover. He's this old grizzled cop who's ready to retire, and he's ready to give it up. He's ready to call it. He doesn't want to do it anymore, but then he gets this young upstart female cop, and they go um, they go off and start doing cop stuff together. I think we could get into that. What about Ryan Kindle being in that movie? We could do Ryan. Ryan could be like a gangbanger or something like that. Damn, Oz Shishima, your family's tall as fuck. I'm getting too old for this malarkey. Yeah, he can't swear. Yeah, there can't be any swearing in the movie, but like we get really close, but there's no actual swearing in the movie. So apparently there's speaking of cop movies, I guess Netflix just dropped the fourth Beverly Hills Cop. I haven't seen it. I haven't watched any of it, and to be honest, I have not heard particularly good things about it, and that's kind of a bummer, man. I just want Eddie Murphy to get a win. You know, I mean, he was winning a lot in the 90s, but I need him to get a win now. So, Brian Dion, perfect question. I love the Beverly Hills Cop movies. Did you watch the new Beverly Hills Cop? I have not, and I really want to watch it. Axel Foley, but I have not. I've heard mixed things about it. I saw some people really liked it. I saw some people really hated it. So I don't know. I don't know. It's not bad. Better than 3 by Far and some quality callbacks. Interesting. Then I'll have to check it out. You know, the thing is, at this point, for the movie like Axel Foley like that, I mean, there are definitely ways to innovate on that franchise, I guess, to an extent. There's definitely ways to say, okay, we're going to tackle this and make like a really quality film. But at the end of the day too, leaning on nostalgia makes a lot of sense. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with just going, I'm going to lean on nostalgia, and we're just going to ride this out and appreciate it for what it is. I think that's the smartest move, to be honest. So I'll check it out for sure, and I'll tell you guys what I think. Let's see here. I've drank pots of coffee / tea daily since I was 10. I kept being told coffee stunts your growth. Well, your brother said your brother was 6'5", 6'7", so you like lost like a couple inches, you know? The more they dig up old franchises, the more it reminds me of how modern times are creatively bankrupt. That's true. That's very true. They do it because they don't have any other ideas. Eddie Murphy was one of the greatest stand-up comedians of all time, so was Richard Pryor. Yeah. Yeah, on my Mount Rushmore of comedians, Eddie Murphy's up there. It's probably Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor, probably Eddie Murphy. Damn, why did I give myself a Mount Rushmore and then not be able to answer that fucking question? I don't know. There's a lot of other names I could put in there. What's his name? Wow, I can't remember his name now. George Carlin. George Carlin definitely deserves to be on that list. Eddie's last win was Life with Martin. That's true, dude. I feel bad for him, man. It dragged him places, but I enjoyed it. Nice, dude. Saying that I do love Cobra Kai, but at least that was done in an original way. Yeah, well, that's the thing. If you're gonna do it, reinventing it, you know, kind of like going, hey, we're gonna do the same series with similar characters and some new characters. That's a really interesting concept. I love the idea of Johnny never having like grown past the 80s. He peaked with the 80s and he never got past it, and so he's living his life that way. We know people that are kind of like that, you know. Obviously it's a little bit more accentuated, but it also is kind of a breath of fresh air to hear somebody say the shit that we used to say and talk like we used to talk in the 80s and 90s and 2000s, and not be PC and not understand what PC is, not understand why we're trying to be sensitive to other people all the time and stuff like that. I like that idea, but I also like watching him grow as a person as well, because he cares about these kids and he wants to help them and stuff. Cobra Kai was really a genius call, man, and it's very well written. So Robin Williams is a good one. Greg Martin is a good one. Dennis Leary is a good one. I think George Carlin might top them all. Robin Williams was criminally underrated as a stand-up comedian, man. That guy was amazing. One of the best actors in the world, and he was very, very good stand-up comedian. I just wish we had more. Richard, Dave, Carlin, Robin is a good one. Although Amy's humor is amazing as a comedian. Psych! Yeah, the joke thief is, yeah. Still rewatch John Pignette and Dennis Leary's old stand-up shows. That's rad. Yeah. Pryor, Chappelle, Robin, Eddie Murphy, Daniel Tosh could make it too. Daniel Tosh is good. He figured out comedy for the internet before it was a thing. So Ross Noble could walk on stage and no script and just improvise the best stuff without talking to the audience. That's true. He's really fucking good. Oh my god, what's his name too? The other guy we were just talking about the other day, Disparu. Wow, why can't I think of his name now? Jimmy Carr. Jimmy Carr is fucking amazing. Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais is, I think he's, people have forgotten how good he is. His stuff is good. Eddie Izzard was great. People forget that now because Eddie got kind of wrapped up in stuff. Eddie was like, yo, I'm just doing my thing and I'm just being myself. And that was always really cool. When Eddie started getting into activism, it kind of sucked because you're like, you don't have to do that. And it's like, obviously somebody got in his ear and said, no, we really need you to advocate for this stuff because if you don't, like, you're a bad person. But Eddie Izzard was really fucking funny. Sam Kinison is great. Yes, Sam Kinison was amazing. Yeah. But yeah, Jimmy Carr is fucking hilarious. Bill Burr is very good. I love all the different comedians here. Dennis Leary, No Cure for Cancer, and Locked and Loaded are probably my fave. Yeah. I hated Tosh Point Over, but you watch Tosh stand-up, they're great. I totally forgot about Gervais. Tosh's stand-up is very good. He's very funny. I've watched his stand-up too. It's very fucking good. Merry fucking Christmas was great. Yeah. Norm Macdonald. Yeah, Norm Macdonald's a good one too, man. Fuck, Norm was like Patrice O'Neill, Norm Macdonald, Patrice O'Neill, personally, in my opinion, in the state of comedy, they're comedians. Like they were funny in and of themselves, and people thought they were hilarious, and they were. But one of the things that they did best was how they related to comedians and how they related to the world of comedy, and their meta humor, and that was really good. Eddie was always into that stuff and never felt he needed to activize about it. Then he had to modern day. Yeah, that was what sucked. I really like Eddie Izzard. His stand-up is really fucking solid. And like, it was really taboo for him to go on stage wearing a dress and lipstick and makeup, but he didn't care. He just did his thing. He did not give a fuck, and nobody was going to tell him not to do it. Nobody was going to look at him and go, yo, what are you doing, man? It was just, that was Eddie doing Eddie. And then Eddie got really into activism recently. For a while there, he was like, nah, I don't need to do that. Nah, it's not necessary. Nah. And then it's like within the last like 5 or 6 years, it was just like, I feel like the pressure got to him. People kept telling him he was responsible for, going out there and proselytizing. So Bernie Mac is fucking great. Louis C.K. is really good. I feel like Louis C.K.'s kind of fallen off a little bit. I don't think he's really reclaimed that spot. I don't know if he'll ever reclaim that top spot that, that he once used to have. Kevin Hart's actually really fucking funny. I know he gets a lot of shit now, but Kevin's very funny. Although I know there's a lot of people that say he's kind of a psyop. Cat Williams is fucking great. His newest special was kind of dog shit, I'm gonna be honest, though. Woke Folk or whatever. It was not very good. I think that he jumped on board the hype train, which was smart of him, where everybody wanted him to keep dropping truth bombs like he did on Shannon Sharp's show. But I think that his comedy is better when Cat's just being himself and being relaxed and there's no expectations. That special felt like Cat had an expectation to drop shit about Hollywood and to talk about stuff, and that to me didn't work nearly as good as Cat just being himself. So they and Doug Stanhope are gatekeepers, would tell you if you sucked at comedy. Yeah, Doug Stanhope was really good too. They never too taboo in the UK at the time. I remember that. We had a few comics like that back in the day. Interesting. Escalators are never broken. They're just temporarily stairs. Sorry for the convenience of still getting up there. Paul O'Grady had a drag comedy act when I was a kid and nobody cared. Interesting. See, I didn't know some of those. I know Eddie was the first person I ever saw do that. So, Dennis Leary was a good one. He really was. Cat Williams is one of the best. Chappelle is a go. Yeah, Chappelle has kind of cemented himself as the top guy. Because of how he's evolved over the years with comedy. I like, he used to do observational humor, then he kind of went from that to like what is it called, a train of thought, like having an idea and a concept. But the guy's setup and payoff for jokes is really fucking great. Yeah, Doug Stanhope is very funny. You didn't make it in Hollywood if you're not insulted by Don Rickles. Don Rickles was a goat back in the day. Yeah. Chappelle Show is better than his stand-up. I like his new stand-up a lot, but I like the social commentary aspect of it. I like that he's trying to educate people on why comedy is so important. He's really trying to push the line with that. Yeah, his newest stand-up special wasn't super great, but to be honest, I do got to give it to him when he was like, yo, I'm not going to make fun of the T's anymore. Hey, what's up, Keenan? And then started making fun of, he was like, I'm going to make fun of disabled people. And then pretended to be a disabled guy that got mad and walked out of the fucking comedy special. Like, that shit was pretty funny. What's up, Rose? How you doing? Michael Blackson. I don't know who Michael Blackson is, actually. Look at this guy up. I actually don't know Michael Blackson. I'd have to check that out. Like, I've never seen him do stand-up. So I'd have to check that out. Check him out. Rodney Dangerfield was good. Yeah. But yeah, so Jim Gaffigan is good too. Jim Gaffigan's really solid. I don't like his new stuff as much. That's because I think, you know, Jim Gaffigan has like a really specific shtick. And the other thing is he got really bad into TDS. He was one of those guys that got like super heavy into TDS and was like, Trump is the worst. And I'm like, yeah, just go be funny and talk about like wanting to eat bacon and stuff. Like, please don't. Yeah, please don't do that. Just stop talking about commentary like that. Talk about wanting to eat bread and eat bacon and stuff. That's more entertaining than whatever you guys are doing now. So I'm good, Mike. How are you? I'm doing good. We're just chilling. Shane Gillis is good. Shane Gillis is upcoming, man. There's some new guys, a lot of these newer guys. Fuck, what is the other guy? I keep forgetting his name too. He's buddies with Shane. Where is his friend? Doug Stanhope came to town in a rumpled suit, did shows in a local bowling alley park. That's rad. Dan Soder. Yeah, which he's new to me. That was somebody that Rough Night and Mrs. Rough Night introduced me to. And then oh my god. Holy shit. Tony Hinchcliffe. Yeah, Tony Hinchcliffe is another guy. He's up and coming. I think he's going to be a top guy when he really gets going. I think some of those guys are going to really blow up down the line. So, Theo Vaughn's good. Theo's funny. Hello, I'm Doug Stanhope, and that's why I drink. Do you watch Kill Tony? I do not. I've heard of it. I have not watched it. It's on my, like, it's one of those things I don't have enough time to watch everything that's going on. But it's one of those things that I definitely would check out. So, what's going on? Stone Cold's beer cooler? Give me a hell yeah. Roseanne Barr was a good female comedian. Yeah, she was funny. Yeah, she was very funny. She's a legend. There's not. It's sad to say there's just not a ton of really great female comedians. I'm trying to think here. Joan Rivers was actually pretty funny. But she was old school. Let me see here. Ali Wong's decent. I know Whitney Cummings is kind of like one of the bigger names with female comedians. Ali Wong has some really good material. I like some of Whitney Cummings stuff, but I don't know. I don't think she's as good as people act like she is. I just think there's not a ton of people out there that like really just are out there bringing heat. So, Lisa Lampanelli, yeah, she was all right. Yeah. Damn, dude, we're just throwing out names here. Gilda Rayner. I don't know Gilda Rayner very much. Carol Burnett. Yeah, Carol Burnett was a goat. Thank you, Joe. That's also a good one. Yeah, Carol Burnett was amazing back in the day. Yeah, she fucking killed it. Old school Moms Mabley was funny. I got into her because of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Margaret Cho was okay. I used to watch some of Margaret Cho's stuff back in the day. She was kind of funny. But yeah, there's not like a ton of really, really great female comedians out there right now. It's just, I don't know. Cummings has the Rogan hype behind her. Yeah, that's true. Isn't as good as Epic Mike, says Even Beardo. Even Beardo isn't as good as Epic Mike. Wow, that's wild. Mark Norman and Ari Shafir. Yeah. I don't listen to them a lot, but Ari's good. Ari's fucking solid. Red Skelton, Sid Caesar, Jonathan Winters. Damn, we're digging old school. Taylor Tomlinson and Ilza Schlesinger? Did I pronounce it right? I don't even know who those are. I have to check it out. Kathy Griffin? No, not at all. Lily Tomlin was funny back in the day too. Yeah, she was one of those ones that I really liked. Lily. She was like, Lily Tomlin was like one of those like old school lesbians where she was like, yo, this is a thing, but I'm not talking about it. It's not a big deal. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. And then activism and life got ahead of her. Sorry, Lydia Epic just walked in the room. She's so hot. Yeah, she got really into activism for a little bit there. I like it when she's just doing her thing. She's amazing in like 9 to 5 and stuff, dude. She was so fucking funny. Lucille Ball was amazing. What's also funny though is like Lucille Ball like didn't think a lot of the stuff on like I Love Lucy and stuff was funny. Don't get me wrong, I think Beardo's a good guy. He's cracked me up quite a few times, but Epic Mike is Epic Mike. Well, that's very kind of you guys. Joe List has big benology energy. Ooh. That's true. Lucille Ball also greenlit Star Trek. Yeah. She was goated. People didn't realize how many, didn't Ali Wong go down the feminist pipeline and become annoying and shitted her husband all the time? I haven't heard any of her newer stuff. A couple of the things that I've checked out of her, I thought was funny back in the day. So Gilda Radner from SNL original cast, wife of Gene Wilder. That name sounds so familiar. Hold on. Oh yeah. I remember Gilda Radner. Damn, that's a blast from the past. Yeah, she was pretty fucking funny. There was a couple like, dude, SNL back in the day had some really great fucking cast members, like the 80s. I'm gonna go through like the list of people in the 80s that were on there from like, fuck man, those names: Eddie Murphy, Bill Murray, Phil Hartman, Mike Myers, Dana Carvey, Gilda Radner, John Lovitz. I don't remember Jan Hooks a lot, but yeah, Martin Short. God, Billy Crystal, Joe Piscopo. Man, fucking hell, dude. They had some fucking legends on that list. I don't know what the fuck happened to that show. Hey, what's going on, Hypnotic? Welcome in, buddy. Hope you're doing well, man. Let's not forget, yeah, everybody keep bringing up Gilda Radner. All right, yeah, so my bad. Joe List has a little bit more charisma than Ben, and the confidence behind the jokes to pull them off instead of just getting immediately shot down. I mean, that's fair. I didn't hear you call out Andrew Dice Clay. Dude, Andrew Dice Clay is great too. Even now, he's pretty great. I love that he hasn't really like lost the shtick. He just fucking did it, man. John Belushi, my personal fave. John was fucking great, man. Tim Allen is very funny. Dude, Tim Allen does have good stand-up comedy. We've talked about this on the show before too, and I know like, it's a touchy thing, but like, Bill Cosby was fucking funny. Bill Cosby's fucking comedy was good. Ron White's very funny. I was not a so like this was just me. I was not a big fan of like the blue collar comedy guys a lot. Like Jeff Foxworthy back in like before they got really into blue collar stuff. Like Jeff Foxworthy was funny. But I just never really got super into that. I was not a big fan of Larry the Cable Guy. But I don't know. I just have like the same reason I don't listen to country music. There was a lot of associations with that kind of stuff that I wasn't a big fan of, particularly being a young black kid in the middle of the boondocks. But Ron White was always fucking funny to me. Ron was always fucking hilarious. Bob Saget's stand-up was great. But I like Bob. I never thought Bob was like, to me, Bob was never crack up hilarious. It like he had some funny jokes, but I never was like blown away by Bob Saget or anything. I just thought he was a good comedian. Like he was solid. Chevy Chase, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi. Yeah. Chevy Chase, man. What a fucking guy. Um, yeah, Bill Cosby was a knockout, dude. He was so fucking funny. Bill Cosby himself, one of the greatest stand-up specials of all time. So, um, wasn't Bill Cosby a non-cuss word? Yes, Bill Cosby. Well, he said some cuss words. He said like "damn it" and "hell" and stuff. But yeah, he was mostly a clean comedian. Yeah, and he did not like dirty comedians. He hated Eddie Murphy's act. So, oh god, I just fucking realized. This Bruce said, yeah, Bill Cosby was a knockout, and I was so autistically focused on the conversation, I didn't notice it until it boomeranged me in the back of the skull. And I was like, fuck, oh my god, dude, a fucking knockout. God damn it. Fucking hell. Richard Pryor's great, yeah. Yeah. My parents were at a Bill stand-up show. He had to cancel the show in the middle because he found out MLK was shot. Pretty real moment from that's crazy. I can't even imagine what happened about that. Like what you would do. You're just like, yo, I got to shut down the thing because Martin Luther King got shot, bro. That's wow. Bill Cosby did crush it. Oh my god, he did crush it. Like literally. Fro should have caught that one. Yeah, but it was this thing. It wasn't like this kind of a shot. It wasn't like this. It was like a boomerang. I didn't catch it until the comeback through. I'm not sure if anyone knows Sinbad. Dude, I love Sinbad. Sinbad's great. He's one of the best clean comedians that ever existed. He doesn't get enough. I don't think he gets enough love. I think he's really underrated. I wouldn't say that he's one of the GOATs, but he's definitely top 5 best clean comedians that ever existed. Sinbad was fucking hilarious too. Bill Cosby did a movie called Top Secret in 1978. Started as he meant to go. Oh my god, dude. Oh man, this Peru +2 intelligence, right? I must have listened to Bill Cosby record the cart skin on it 100 times when I was a kid. Yeah, Bill Cosby show was good. I would still watch it, but it's not on. Is it bad to watch it? I don't think it's bad to watch it. I mean, you don't have to particularly like the person to appreciate the art. You know, wasn't like he was trying to seed bad things into the show. I think his motive, it's like the Dave Chappelle joke, like about the superhero who like grapes, but he saves. Like it's like he saves people and he does a lot of good work, but behind the scenes, he's like a really fucking bad person. And so you go like, damn, like, do I want to like, can I appreciate the good work he's done, or is it all tainted and bad? I think it's a difficult line to. I think you have to draw that line in the sand for yourself and go, you know what? How comfortable do I feel when I watch this, and what do I think? What am I doing by watching this show or by consuming this media? You know, I wouldn't go see his comedy specials that I think he's still trying to do. YouTuber name, yeah, I know Razorfist did a video defending Cosby. Yeah, I remember his video. Yeah, his point ultimately kind of came down to him going to jail was because of the court of public opinion and stuff. That's a little bit more murky situation, like as far as like the actual stuff that he did, and then also just his reputation behind the scenes wasn't great. And I think a lot of that got out later because he didn't have the ability to defend it anymore and like bury it. Greg Giraldo, is that what his name is? I don't know who that is. He always went the extra miles of comic, even did house calls. Mike, when you get a chance, catch the movie Uptown Saturday Night with Bill Cosby and Sidney Porter. Yay, it's funny as fuck. I've never seen that. Red Fox was funny. Yeah, Red Fox was a goat, dude. What's up, Sandroko? Red Fox, it's funny enough. I always brag about this when I get a chance. Like, so, my great-grandfather grew up in Chicago, and him and Red Fox were, like, actually friends, and they used to actually play, like, fucking cards together and stuff back in the day. And then, like my grandfather was around during that time and stuff, and then they all packed up and moved to a place here in Michigan out in the middle of fucking nowhere, because Chicago was getting too dangerous and crazy at the time. There was a lot of like gang violence and stuff like that, so they got the fuck up out of Chicago. But yeah, he used to like play cards with like Red Fox and those guys all the time. So yeah, Greg was main on Comedy Central roast, but his stand-up was amazing. Interesting. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, man, we got way fucking into the weeds on fucking Bill Cosby there. Speaking of stuff that isn't funny, this is something that's in the title. I really wanted to fucking rant about this. Okay. I don't know if any of you are watching The Boys right now. Anybody. I know Rough Night and Mrs. Rough Night, Mr. Rough Night. I know you guys have checked it out because you have to for the stream and because we talk about it. Maybe some interest. I don't know if anybody else is out here watching it. I know, viewership is way down on that show. I know personal reception to the show is not very high right now. But I wanted to talk about it. So last week, The Boys had a decent episode. I was actually kind of surprised. I have not been a fan of this season of the show. It's not been very good. I haven't really appreciated it. It's very, I've lived in or around Lansing all my life. Oh, that's rad, effing Dave. That's awesome. I've been to Lansing quite a bit. I used to go to a church out there way back in the day. Bill Cosby has helped a lot of alcoholics and one dares drink around him. That's wild, dude. Goodness gracious, how do I pronounce your name? Aces on or Ace San? Aces on. I think that's how we pronounce it. The Boys had one good season. Not sure where people haven't caught on. Well, it's because they did such a decent job on season 1. I think a lot of us were hoping they were going to continue that. Even Beardo says, I'm in Lansing right now myself. Oh, that's fucking rad. That's awesome. Yeah, Lansing's great. Season 2, I think, wasn't terrible, but it was definitely getting out of there. It was getting way out of the, she got a bunch of work done. Erin Moriarty got a bunch of work done. But like, I think we talked about that on stream one time. Yeah, let me see if I can pull this image up here. Yeah, this Erin Moriarty before and after. She got a lot of fucking work done. And it happened like over 2020 and stuff. It's kind of sad. I thought she was very pretty beforehand, but it's Hollywood. Everybody in Hollywood has had work done. That's what I've been told, at least. Maybe like 95% of, if not more than that, maybe even 98% of Hollywood has had work done. But when it's like that, the thing is, what my friend told me was like, everybody's had work done, but it's the people that have had bad work done that you notice. And that's the part that's like, that's the part that is sad. She looks terrible still though. Yeah, body dysmorphia is a hell of a thing. Yeah, it's sad. It's really sad. But yeah, so like The Boys this season, like, has been very heavy handed on the political commentary. It's not been very good. Oh no. All right, I shouldn't. Fuck it. Oh, she'll never work with me, so.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Yeah, the buccal fat removal. Yeah, that's like the new the new thing now is like they can like take the fat out of your cheekbones to make you like supposedly look skinnier. Mahler described the tech man scene to us on EFAP, and it's enough to make me never watch the series. Yeah, that's the thing. So like the show and what worked about The Boys. Should I record this? I'm gonna record this. Let's drink some water. Let's do a rant. All right, let's do a quick rant. So The Boys. Yeah. I know that the season isn't finished yet, but to be honest, I've lost all hope for this season. It's not going to get better. I had hope that it was going to get better last week. You know, they had an episode with a bunch of the boys running around on a farm, being attacked by superpowered animals and superpowered sheep that ate people and ate other farm animals. We watched a flying bull get ripped in half by a bunch of flying sheep and eaten, and people getting their legs ripped off. That's very much what you're supposed to expect from the boys, and what you're supposed to expect from a situation where you're in a world where people have all these superpowers and are experimenting with giving each other superpowers and all this stuff. That kind of stuff is funny. Watching Homelander go back to where he came from and getting revenge on the people that tortured him as a child, those are things that you expect from Homelander. Watching Butcher be a shady government agent and do shady stuff and try to, how far do you compromise your morals as a person before you're no better than the superheroes that you're trying to punish? All those things are interesting. When you watch season 1, that was the whole concept. That was what The Boys was pitched as. A show where, superheroes are real. They act like people would in this world. Bad people would act in this world if they had superpowers. I'll tell you this right now. There's some people, Hollywood actors and stuff, if they could get away with stuff and had the superpowers to do so, and it created a farther gap beyond just what wealth creates and status creates, they absolutely would act like that. But the concept of a team of non-superpowered people, going after these guys and punishing these soups, and then for them to start getting other soups on their side because they were working on trying to raise awareness of how evil and messed up these superheroes were. Those concepts are really fascinating. Season 2, you could see that there was some obvious political social commentary, very heavily slanted towards the left and making fun of the right and making fun of right wingers. You could tell that they were trying to make a Trump allegory with Homelander, things like that. But at the end of the day, Homelander still the most powerful person in the world. He had some really messed up quirks, but all his quirks made sense. The reason that the weird thing about Homelander was everything that he did made sense from a certain standpoint, because you realize he grew up without a mother, he grew up without actual human contact, and he grew up in a lab and stuff. So you got that, you understood some of that stuff. Watching him as a child hug these people, these women that they brought in to be his mommy, and then he would crush them because he'd hug them too hard and things like that, all made sense. But it's like every single season the writers have gotten progressively heavier handed with the political commentary. It feels like they've gotten farther and farther away from the concept of the show and what it was supposed to be, and farther into look how much social commentary we can shove into this show at any given time. And this attitude, here's the thing. This attitude that people have right now, are you just now realizing the show's making fun of you? No, bitch. We all knew it was taking shots at the right-wing people. But you know what else it was taking shots at? It was taking shots at corporatism. It was taking shots at things like wokeism. It was taking shots at companies pandering to minorities and pandering to special interest groups to try to get their vote or to try to get their money and to try to manipulate them into supporting their stuff and buying their stuff. They're manipulating everybody. That was the whole point of the show. And the thing is, what has happened now is the show has become a parody of itself, because these writers bought into the message that they were openly mocking. They were openly mocking companies like Amazon, and they were openly mocking companies like Microsoft and all these companies. They were openly mocking the war, and war profiteering. They were openly mocking corrupt governments on both sides and corrupt government entities on both sides that will manipulate the masses and treat people like they're less than in order to secure votes or secure power or gain more power or to be not held accountable for their actions. All of that stuff was interesting. And then the show completely went off the rails by season 3 by going, hey, guess what? We decided to shove in literal Nazi and try to make it seem like right wingers really like Nazi stuff. Like, you know, that's how we see it, you know, and you know, we literally have like our Trump guy, and the only, remember, they remind us all the time that he's a Trump allegory. You have to make sure you do that. They got Trump literally having sex with a Nazi, not caring that she's a Nazi, even though he literally is morally outraged by it at the beginning, and then she manipulates him. Like, dude, you can just see how this shit completely goes off the rails as the show continues on. And this latest season has just been fucking ridiculous. You know, the point was like the violence and even the sex and all that stuff was to show how degenerate and corrupt and broken these superheroes are, how fucking absolutely, untethered they've become to reality, and how they do all of this shit like the sex and the violence and the drugs to feel like they belong and feel like there's something going on with their lives and feel like they're supposed to be something. And now it's just them putting all this weird fucking sex and degeneracy and violence in the show just for the sake of doing it. You have like literally season 3, like you have a guy climbing into another guy's dick hole. It's like, what are we doing? Like, what the fuck, man? Now it's just shock. Now it's just shock jocking. Now all we're doing is trying to push for shock value, not because we think it's interesting or because it's providing social commentary. No, it's just because fuck it, why not? You know, and now you have this new thing. It's like every chance they get, and this is happening on a lot of shows, and I you know, this is probably a subject for a different video, but there's a lot of shows nowadays that absolutely cannot wait to show off naked penises on television. It's like one of their favorite fucking things to do is show off naked penises, naked flaccid penises just swinging in the fucking wind every chance that they get to show it off, you know. And I know that there's this new attitude within entertainment, and with the entertainment industry, you have all these like new consultants and coaches that are saying, you know what, we need to stop objectifying women. We need to stop showing off women's breasts and showing off women's bodies so much, and you know, pandering to the male gaze. So their idea of not pandering to the male gaze is go, well, we have to have nudity somewhere. So how can we just keep putting penises in everybody's face? That's what we have to do now. Get rid of boobs, get rid of all of that stuff, and let's show off as much penis as we possibly can, because it's funny to do that. Because wasn't it funny before? If we're going to show off women, we're going to show off men the same way. It's like, no, two wrongs do not make a right. That has always been the case. If you think it's morally wrong to do that to women, then it should be morally wrong for you to do that to men. But you guys don't give a fuck about any of that stuff. And so here we come with this newest episode of The Boys. And you have last episode, them on the farm, you know, fucking crazy cannibal sheep and all this stuff. And then this episode, it's them going to a party to not Batman's house to have a party with him, and Huey, the main character who doesn't have any powers, infiltrates as not Spider-Man because he wants to, because that not Spider-Man guy got offered a spot at this party to be not Batman's sidekick. And so what do they do? And what are their responses? Spoiler alert, they bring him into a sex dungeon, because the Batcave, all it is now is a sex dungeon. It's not that this guy has a cave full of interesting tech and maybe some sex stuff because he's also kind of a degenerate. No, it's an entire fucking sex dungeon. And then they spend a good portion of the episode, probably a good 10, 15, 20 minutes of the episode, just watching them do depraved sex acts to each other in this fucking sex dungeon. It's not even at this point, it's not even like, oh, we're making fun of, or we're mocking, or we're showcasing the degeneracy of these characters. It's like every fucking character does this shit now. Every fucking superhero is a sexual degenerate. Every single fucking person, like, it has a sex dungeon or is into some weird, like, degenerate shit or whatever. All of it exists. And then they make you watch it. They make you fucking watch Jack Quaid, aka Huey, fart on a fucking cake. Like, what are we doing? Why are we watching this? Why am I supposed to sit here and watch a guy fart on a cake? What the fuck are we doing? What is that supposed to be for providing commentary on? Nothing. So, you know, that happens, and then we watch, like, fucking him get tickled and tortured, and I'm like, what the fuck are we doing, man? Like, and the whole shit goes on like this for a long time. We would literally watch not Batman try to autoerotic, like, asphyxiate himself, like, he's, like, jerking off or, like, choking himself out, to watching a guy fart on a fucking cake. Like, we're watching all this shit happen with no break to it. There's no like, oh shit, you know, we're providing commentary on this is really fucked up, or look how fucked up these guys are because of their own, oh, they were abused, there was all this problems or trauma because all these superheroes are like, you know, abused or come from an abused background. None of that. It's just, oh, they're fucking gross degenerates now. Isn't that funny? Look how fucking deep down the degenerate hole we can climb, you know? And it's like, okay, like, what are we fucking doing? You know, like, that's the whole fucking point of the show now. And then the episode like ends, or the Tech Knight stuff ends with him literally being like choked to death by his black manservant, because they make a point to tell you that his family got money or got wealthy from chasing slaves. That's where he got all his wealth from. And I'm like, what is that supposed to be? And then he gets fucking choked to death by his black manservant because they find out that he's working with Homelander to create internment camps. You got to remember, guys, the right-wing stuff that they talk about and mock are real life things. So somewhere around this, they're assuming, yo, Trump is going to put everybody in internment camps. This is a real thing. So his black manservant's like, that's too far. I could watch him, you know, I sat here and watched him almost cut a guy open, cut a hole in a guy's body to like, to fuck a hole in his body, because he's a degenerate. But I draw the line at internment camps, okay? That's a line too far for me, okay? So I'm just gonna choke this guy, I'm gonna kill him, we're gonna set it up as an accident or whatever. Like, dude, this shit is wild, man. What the fuck is the boys doing? And not a single goddamn person can sit here and look me in the eye and tell me, no, this is always, we're just making fun of the right. That's always what this is. That is not what this is. That is, we're well beyond this at this point. I don't know why they stopped to think that this is a funny thing, but I know they think it's hilarious because they keep putting it in the show and they keep thinking this is the right thing to do and this is hilarious and this is how this all works. They literally torture like Tech Knight by he's like, oh, I'm a masochist, so like stabbing me in the leg with a knife makes me like turned on. But then they torture him by going, nope, what we're actually going to do to you to torture you is like donate money to Black Lives Matter. We're donating your money. And then he's like, no, don't do that. Oh, that's a line too far for me. Don't donate my money to Black Lives Matter. It's like, what are we fucking doing, y'all? You know, and this is I cannot see them somehow in the rest of this season, I think there's only like 3 episodes left of this season, somehow riding the ship and going, oh, sorry guys, we got a little too far off the beaten path. It's already been written and shot. Whatever is coming is just going to get worse, and they're going to have to end it on an even crazier, ridiculous situation because they desperately need people to come back and watch. And guess what? Maybe, just maybe, that's why the show's ending. Because even the writers at Amazon were like, you know what? Nah, this ain't it. So yeah, that's The Boys. It's not good. I don't even know if I want to watch the rest of the season. You know, I may just do it so I can talk about it, but I don't want to watch it for any other there's nothing about it. It's not good anymore. And even the few little bit of like, you know, storyline stuff that was decent that we watched, like, is so, small in comparison to how heavy-handed the writing is, how heavy-handed and like Reddit level the fucking social commentary is. It's like these fucking people just read a bunch of Reddit posts and went, oh my god, did you read that on Reddit? I did. Let's write it into the show today. Like, yeah, don't watch The Boys. It's not worth your time. If you haven't started it, don't start it. You'll waste your time. If you have started it and you're like, I don't know, maybe I should watch the rest of this show, like, you know, is it worth it? It's not worth it. So that's it. All right, we're done recording. They really did the horse meme with The Boys seasons. Yeah, they really did. And it fell off fast, dude. Let me catch up with the chat real quick because there's a lot of people talking about The Boys. So, what's up, Z Highness, by the way? Mahler described the tech. Yeah, I'm so over The Boys now. So much swinging dongs and not even one bare hanging titty. What the fuck? Buccal fat remover just makes it look gaunt and older. That's true. Starlight more like Starfright. That's wild. I was super hopeful for Invincible after the way they handled the gay character in season 1, but a couple episodes into season 2 they blew it. Yeah, Invincible wasn't very good either. It was fine. There's parts of it I like about Invincible, but it's far less interesting than season 1 is so far. Is she Annie January now, not Starlight? That's wild, bro. Yeah, she's like, yeah, she's back to like, she gave up being Starlight. She's walked away from it. So, Epic Mike, my brother from another mother. How you been? How you doing, Lucky? We're talking about The Boys and how shit it is. I knew the Welsh were responsible, says Disparu. That's wild, dude. You put your mouth over the whole opening of the container. You talking about my water jug? Nobody else is drinking out of it, Jose. I don't want the water to spill. Sandroko says, also Invincible. I lost interest this season. Yeah. I watched the first half, then they went on a 2-month break, and I forgot about it until you literally just mentioned it. Yeah, that 2-month break shit was weird. I was like, why would you just not finish the whole season? Like, I don't know. That was weird. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Yep. He had the perfect upbringing. Oh my God. I'm not sure it's making fun of me when the entire show is just basically, oh my God, aren't we degenerates? The show is the people who are going, it's making fun of you. Yes. Yes, 100%. Like, at this point, they're just self-identifying with the show and what they would do if they have powers, so. I've never seen one episode of The Boys. Am I missing a great show? Nope, you're not. It's not worth it. Right-wingers like Indiana Jones who beats up and kills Nazis. Oh, wait, the left killed Indiana Jones. Yeah. Yeah, it's awful, dude. It's not shocking, though. That's mainstream. It's praised and done on the street. That's pushing against an open door. I mean, that's fair. Superhero Orgy was just another Diddy party. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, based on what I've heard about Diddy parties, yeah, that's pretty gross. Hey, Steel Leg of History, I hope you have a good night, man. Thank you so much. Dion Soul says, preach it, Mike. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I was perfectly fine writing this shit off entirely when Soldier Boy was done. Solid run, just like the first 5 seasons of Supernatural. Yeah, man. Yeah, Soldier Boy was like one of the only decent characters on that show, too. Oh shit, Lucky says, I was headed to work and I passed my daughter's place. There were all the cops and sheriffs there and the street blocked off, and of course, being a father, I freaked hard. Oh shit, I hope she's okay. The cake scene is the one Mahler described. Yeah, it just gets worse. The cake part is like not even the worst part of that. This is why I don't watch Hollywood. Just shit from Hollywood. Yeah, it's wild. They did cake farts, Kamikaze. Yeah, bro. Yep. Yeah, it's gross. Meth Saved Me says, you deserve this, king, and then sent me a heart and then a bunch of feet GIFs. Thanks. I blame Seth Rogen. He's a sick fuck. Yeah. Indie creators, all I watch now, Rumble, YouTube, that sort of thing. Yeah, man. I mean, I get that. I refuse to believe all this stuff in movies isn't just their personal fantasy. Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. They're definitely trying to like write the culture to when you talk about reflecting modern audiences and stuff, then that's got to come from somewhere, and it kind of feels like, oh, we're just reflecting our idea of what modern audiences are and what we see and what we think about it. So it got to do with his butler. I have no idea. Oh, it was because his butler, I think, was like a slave at one point and just like worked for the family. Internment camps, it's in Australia. Yeah. I got in my car. They started yelling at me. I was like, my daughter lives there, and they told me a guy with a warrant pulled into her driveway. Oh shit. Well, I hope your daughter's okay, Lucky. That's crazy, man. Pulls D out of a wound. Were you just racist, right? Okay, I'm glad your daughter's okay, Lucky. That's wild, man. Erin Moriarty butchered her face for what? I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe she'll get more work this way. I doubt it. But maybe she will. I don't fucking know. Somebody just brought up a point, and this is actually gonna be the next thing that I brought up. Yeah, it's evil hate filled with people who think dominating and imposing their will through psychological, physical torture is hilarious and totally relatable to everybody. Yeah, they think that people think this is funny. Not even Areola? I don't think so. Are you doing a House of the Dragon review, chat? I'm gonna probably do a whole video on House of the Dragon. I've actually really been enjoying it. I'll talk about that next. I drink out of water fountains just like Andy Dwyer. Puts his whole mouth on the water spigot. Meth Saved Me. Yeah, dude. Meth Saved Me dropped in and just dropped a whole bunch of feet GIFs and left. So she's good, man. I'm glad. I'm gonna do a quick plug for the channel, and then we'll talk more about we're gonna talk about Mr. Beast. Good old Mr. Beast. You know, that guy's he's winning a lot. He's on top of the world right now. So let's do a quick plug real quick. Or maybe not. There we go. Hey everybody. Welcome in I'm very glad that you're here. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate the time that you're spending watching, hanging out with me, spending time with me. If you're new here and you have not already, please sub to the channel or follow over on Kick. Either one of those is great. If you've already followed, and if you're enjoying yourself, if you had a good time, please smash that like button. I know everybody says that, but I think it's important. It makes the algorithm happy. It makes me happy, makes my ego happy. It looks awesome to have all those thumbs up at the end of a stream. So yes, please hit that like button. It's real simple. Just click away or tap away. And if you've done either of those things or all of those things, and you want to support me, both channels are monetized. You can send me followers over on Kick or over here on YouTube. You can send me super chats. You can also send me channel memberships. That helps out. We're gonna be doing some cool member stuff pretty soon here. I'm still working on behind the scenes on that, so I appreciate it. And then if you don't want to do any of those things, there's a little link in the description to my Streamlabs. That's a direct donation to me. It goes straight into my pocket. YouTube doesn't get a cut. I just get the cut. It goes straight into my pocket. I appreciate it. It is never required, but it's always appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. And like I said, we're going to continue, but I just wanted to mention it to you. Thank you. That's it. I'm only smashing the like button because I want to, not because you asked. Damn. It's pretty wild. That's pretty fucking wild. I know Disper's probably already left. He's like, I don't want to listen to Mike talk about this anymore. I think YouTube censored me, Brotimus Prime. Disper says he's been having trouble with the chat today. So I don't know if the chat is actually working or if... I don't know what the fuck is going on. Mr. Beast could easily be president. Americans love capitalism. Plus, bro can feed and dress himself. I mean, that's true. That's very true. He can do that. Have you seen Tokyo Revengers or Windbreaker? I have not. Are those anime? YouTube censors hard, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, if something ever happens, unless specifically a mod tells you that they have censored you, because like sometimes they'll be like, yo, I didn't allow that comment through or something. It's probably YouTube, because I typically don't censor anybody that sends anything in. Unless you say something really stupid. Like, then I'm just like, oh, come on, man, don't be dumb. But that rarely happens, so. Yes, anime. I have not watched that. I don't see my chat anymore. I know it wasn't anything that would bring the wrath of the mod, so it had to be YouTube. Yeah, then it's probably YouTube. So this popped up today. Mr. Beast says he will run for president of the United States if they lower the age of requirement. I have no fucking clue how old Mr. Beast is. My guess is he can't be significantly younger than me. Yeah, he's 20. Okay, he's 26. He is pretty significantly younger. He's not quite 10 years younger than me. He's like 8 years younger than me. My thing is this. I feel like Mr. Beast is only popular because YouTube is putting their finger on the scale to cultivate talent. Yeah, I really don't know, man. This bro's 6 hours ahead. He's going to look like ass in 4 years. You mean just tired? Age to run is 35, and I'd say for good reason. Yeah, that's what's wild to me. I don't understand why. Yes, like, oh yeah, that they need to lower the voting minimum. Yeah, that because his channel's all kid, or his audience is all children. My thing is this: if your attitude about running for office is going to be, oh yeah, I'd run for office, but I'd need them to change. Oh shit, that scared the shit out of me. Frank the Tank, thank you for the subscription over on Kick. Wow, why did I sound like that? Thank you for the subscription over on Kick, Frank the Tank. I appreciate the hell out of you, man. Glad to see you in chat. Subscribe for 4 months. And then Meth Saved Me just followed the channel after sending me the feet GIFs. I still don't understand why he sent me those, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Frank the Tank. I appreciate you, bro. Like, it's wild to me though, like if your first attitude about, yeah, I would totally run for public office, but they would need to change the rules for me, then you're not really that interested in running for public office. Like, there's other things you can do. There are other things in other public, like, office spaces you can run for that wouldn't require you to lower the age. And maybe he was just kidding. You know, they probably was a joke. I don't know the context of the conversation. But like, Yeah, I mean, it's just a weird thing to go to be like, oh, he'd run for president, but they'd have to lower the voting age because people are going to be like, yeah, why don't they lower the voting age? Yeah, why is it 35? You know why it's 35? Because you actually have to have some life fucking experience. Like, I don't want a 19-year-old running for president and somehow winning it and then acting like a fucking asshole because he's 19 years old and has like no actual life fucking experience and his brain isn't even fully fucking developed. Like, I think 35 is more than fair. But it's just wild to me, yeah. Like, well, man, if they just lowered the voting age, man, then I would definitely run for president. And they're like, I think they asked him if he would keep making videos as well. Yep, there it goes. Yeah, the funniest part about this is that you'd likely win, said one commenter. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? I'm gonna read this article. I don't want to. I shouldn't. Oh God. Fuck it. Let's just fucking read this. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off and fucking read it. Mr. Beast expresses interest in running for president if the age limit were lowered, sparking support from members of his community. Well, no shit, they're going to support that. On July 6th, Mr. Beast posted on X about potentially running for president if the age limit were lowered. The current minimum age to run for president is 35. This puts Beast almost a decade away from eligibility. He's only 26. If we lower the age for president, I'll jump in the race, stated Mr. Beast. Majority of the comments beneath the post poke fun at the idea of Mr. Beast, a YouTuber, taking seat in the Oval Office. Some even asked if he would still make videos if he were head of the country. Would you still make YouTube videos if you were president? I'd probably focus on running the largest economy on earth. Good call, Jimmy. Mr. Beast's post comes after he uploaded a video on June 29th, where he visited countries like El Salvador and Jamaica to build 100 houses for those in need. The video, which has over 75 million views at the time of writing, features a top comment saying Mr. Beast for president with a staggering 242,000 likes. I know that is a massive indicator of what the politics in the United States are, is likes on fucking YouTube. Some fans seriously consider the possibility of Mr. Beast winning if he were eligible to run for president despite his ineligibility under the current age requirements. The funniest part about this is that you'd likely win. However, not everyone felt that Mr. Beast would be a solid candidate for president. Multiple commenters expressed their doubts, ranging from simple no responses that hit deeper, like questions such as, why would you make a good president? You're just a YouTuber. Despite all the attention, Mr. Beast is still a long way from actually being able to run for president. As one commenter put it, you'd be better off doing good things away from office for now. Well, that's the thing too. Like, every time anybody does any kind of like decent thing or any kind of philanthropy, they're like, man, you should run for president. You would make a good president. It's like, yeah. Oh. Man, imagine if we had all pushed for like Bill Cosby to be president before we found out. I'm not saying he's got that kind of skeletons in his closet, but I'm just saying, like, maybe you just don't thrust people into the most powerful office in the land just because they do some cool philanthropic things, you know? His face is so punchable. That's wild, bro. I run for office, but it's for sucking D, so no. I believe every successful president first has some other political career. Yeah, a lot of them did. I can see Epic Mike as president as long as he makes me his speaker. Well, thanks, Lucky. I don't know if I would ever run for president. I don't know. Maybe I would. No, I did say that. I said, fuck that. Meek for president 2028. But it's expensive, and I'm not spending any fucking money running for president. If somebody was like, yo, I'll give you like like $10 million to run for president, it's probably not enough. I'd give you like $2 billion to run for president. I'd be like, cool, thanks for the $2 billion. I guess I'll run. People's brains aren't fully developed till 25, and even then it's questionable. That's true. Dude thinks he's so popular. His audience is toddlers and corporate media pushing his intelligence-defying videos. Yeah. Not still blind at 25. That's fair. Casey Cheetah says, no! Chick 74 says, oh, brother.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Yeah. The mind doesn't even fully develop until you've been through some actual shit as an adult and have to problem solve your sorry ass out of it, right? Wasn't there just a scandal issue with Mr. Beast and his taxes? I'm not sure, actually. I don't know. I have to look into that. I nominate Jay and Captain Marvel as VP. Now, that's something I can get behind. Jay's my favorite black YouTuber. We need another black president in office. I was going to say we need our first black president in office. But I don't want people to actually think I'm serious there. Dude, the most recent about Big Mike, I'm actually exhausted with the revelations. I didn't see that. So, The Boys was always terrible. I thought season 1 was pretty good. I actually enjoyed season 1, so I don't know. Epic Meek for VP. I don't want to run for vice president. I don't. Well, maybe that might be kind of fun. Listen, if Biden can have as much fun as he did running for vice president, then I should. Yeah, I want to run for vice president. That'd be good. Jay would be good in a position like that, but I hate to see the damage emotionally and physically, etc. it does to him. He doesn't deserve that. Yeah, he'll come out of there looking like he's 65. You're not an adult until 35 bare minimum. Interesting. Besides, the best qualified people for that position are usually too smart to want it. Yeah. What do you plan to do to ensure geopolitical stability while still checking the aggressive actions of Eastern low trust actors? I appreciate all of you, bro. Kind of first black president. I mean, Orange Man was the first black president. That's wild shit to say, y'all. I'm just saying that, yeah, you know what? Leon, why don't you front run for president? No, he's still too young. Leon's a baby. Leon's way too young. Old picture apparently of Gates, Obama, and another black guy. Interesting. Yo, just get up there and sniff some kids or I get to be over NASA as vice president? What? The vice president can control a NASA? I'm looking into this deeply. Like, that would be kind of rad if I got to run NASA. I'm like, all right, bitches, get ready. We're not going to the moon no more. We're not going to Mars. We're I don't know, fucking going to Uranus. I'm like, oh, come on, man, not that joke again. I'm like, no, we're investing significant amounts of money to go to Uranus. It's gotta happen. The black hole in the White House, people age at 5 times the Earth rate. I mean, that's possible. There could be some real bad vibes in that White House. It's very fucking true, man. Your number one song on Spotify, Case and a Baby Mama. Damn, that's true. Yeah, VP does NASA funding. Interesting. President Beardo and First Lady Ben. I don't like that at all. You put the jello pudding in the pudding pot. Oh, no. Vice President does nothing except break a tie. I mean, that's fair. I would run, but one look at my social media pages will have me cancel so fast. Yeah, they dig into all my stuff. And they'd immediately be like, no, you can't be president. Mercury is 3 degrees in Uranus right now. Damn. That's wild shit. So yeah, like Mr. Beast for president. I mean, I know there was not a lot of serious consideration, but like, it's still ridiculous, man. Like, yeah. Because you know some people are going to be like, man, that's a good idea. Remember when they were talking about The Rock running for president? They're like, yo, The Rock, what if he was a good president? And then they pushed that shit until they heard The Rock actually like talk in an interview. And he was like, yeah, I can sit on that fence all day long and not give a single fucking serious answer one way or another about my actual political, religious, or personal beliefs. Yeah, for sure. Oh, you know, Biden. And Joe's like, did you actually like Biden? He's like, oh, whoa. I didn't say that, man. I never said I liked Biden. I just voted for him, but I never said I support him. Like, yeah, Rock kind of embarrassed himself. I like The Rock as as a wrestler, and sometimes as an actor. It depends. Not every time, but in some things as an actor. The People's Elbow is still one of the best finishing moves of all time. Like, I know some people disagree with that, but I watched a video the other day of a bunch of fucking like People's Elbows. He had some bangers. Like The Rock had some real bangers in that. He was a really fucking talented wrestler too. So like he deserves more love than he got. Let's see here. I don't think I can even can I? I could probably show this. Oh, damn. You think a vet kicked out for weed could make it? Probably. I mean, I think so. I think you should be able to. The spaceships that look like dick and balls, yeah. Like full of Austin Powers. Yeah. It's actually pretty good. All quadriplegics banned. That's wild. Ryan Kindle could be president. All smiles here. I don't think Ryan would ever want to be president. People will vote for Mr. Beast because he gives free shit to people, just like the government. Yeah. Beto would make leg day a national year-long holiday. That's some wild shit too. What if Samuel Jackson was president? He'd be saying fuck a lot. He's been the greatest entertainer in the WWF. Yeah. There's like 3 big moves people know. People's Elbow, RKO, and one I'm forgetting. The Stunner, man. The Stunner is like one of the most iconic moves ever. Maybe 90s Sam Jackson. Beardo would decorate June as a month of, or decree June as a month of the corn. Most memorable wrestling for me was WCW with the NWO. Yeah, I was not a big WCW fan, man. Sam Jackson is a lefty. Yeah, dude, he's kind of fallen off, man. One I'm forgetting. I'm so confused. I'm probably missing something again. Listen, y'all. I just want to find the one that he did. Like, the sliding people's elbow is probably the best people's elbow that's ever happened, where he was like wearing dress shoes and like actually slid into the people's elbow and dropped it. So all my heroes died during COVID. Really? Who died during COVID that was one of your heroes? I was a fan for like 2 years of my teens, okay? I mean, hey, it's all good, bro. I will say we definitely deserved what's it called? The Scotty 2 Hotties, the worm. That's also a pretty fucking great finishing move. We don't get that a lot. Superfly Snuka. Ugh, yeah, but look what happened to that guy. It's only because the one, forgot was the Stunner. Gotcha. Being stunned could make one forget. That makes sense. Tombstone Pile Driver. Tombstone's a good one too. I can't think of any. I mean, that's fair. Big Papa Pump. Can I get your permission to rewatch Character Creation at Epic Mike? You want me to rewatch Character Creation, or are you asking me to go rewatch it? Because it's up. It's on the channel. Yeah, I haven't watched wrestling ever since the Spirit Squad came out scooting across the floor like they had worms. Yeah, but dude, the Spirit Squad gave birth to Dolph Ziggler, and Dolph Ziggler was like one of the best workers in the fucking company, bro. That's fucking funny, Chaz. Thank you for sending that to me. Hogan's leg drop back in the WWF days didn't have a name, but wow, ouch. Yeah, but that's because he was just fat and like stiff as fuck, bro. I remember when, Mick Foley, right? Dude, when fucking Hulk Hogan tried to talk shit about the fucking Mick Foley and say he was terrible or whatever. It's such a stupid name. Like, it's a stupid move. Like, I know people get upset about that. They're like, this is a dumb move. It is a stupid move. It's a fucking elbow drop to a guy's chest. But he did it with such style. There's nobody else out here doing it like that. And it was fucking impressive. Like, I fucking liked it. So, the Rock and Sock Connection, dude, that was such a great tag team. Yeah, I fucking missed that. The Rock wrestling is still one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Stone Cold's great. I like Stone Cold a lot. He does deserve, he definitely is on Mount Rushmore, but I think The Rock, and for how short he wrestled, I think he absolutely deserves a spot at the top. And then Ric Flair for how long he's been in it. So, yeah. I do got to give him credit where credit is due. Now, I want to go rewatch it, but I don't want to offend you. Oh, bro, go rewatch it. You're fine, Freddie. You're okay. You guys are not stuck here. It's about sending a message. Yeah. The Trans Power Ranger video from Normal World CGI was actually good. I got to go check that out, actually. Bret Hart was good. Bret Hart was a great worker. I still, to this day, like, first of all, I didn't catch Bret Hart when he was wrestling. I started wrestling after I was done. But I will say I do have a lot of respect for Bret Hart and what a worker he was. So yeah, let me go find that actually. I know Garrett posted it. Super cool. The Empowered Rangers is fucking hilarious. Yeah. I'm gonna go watch it. Hopefully he doesn't strike me. I can he's not gonna strike me, is he? Would Garrett do that to me? He's nicer than that, right? if he does, if I get a strike on my channel, or not a strike, but if I get a claim on this, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I'm gonna fucking swing on people, bro. Hey, I appreciate you, Freddie. Thank you so much, man. Enjoy over there.
It's time for marginalized trans acceptance.
Bro, not to ban guns. Fully vaccinated. Bro, that shit is wild.
When they go low, we go high.
That shit is wild, bro. Not the fucking giant, dude.
Looks like I might have some fun. It's time for marginalized trans acceptance.
That shit's wild, bro. That shit's wild, bro. Oh yeah, my epic might repeat after me. This is fair use and a transformative work. Yeah, it's social commentary. Baked Ewok is fucking from the show Normal World. With quarter black carrot. Dude, that shit is so wild, man. Fuck, bro. They had everything on there. Did an epic job with that skit, bro. That shit was hilarious, man. God. Shout out to Quarter Black Garrett, man. That shit's fucking funny. Hey, what's up, Trucker Rob? They legit stick the type of shit in the latest Ratchet and Clank. Do they really? That's wild. Yeah, they did a really funny job with that skit. That was pretty good. Hope you're doing well, Trucker Rob. Welcome in, buddy. Quarter Black Garrett in a wheelchair, right? They call it a Mastodon because I got the trunk at the front. That's wild, bro. Maybe transforming the dildos and butt plugs. It was pretty wild, dude. All the stickers and like all the oh, dude. God, that's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, that shit was pretty fucking funny. I got to give it to him over there. I wish that saying this is fair use and transformative work actually worked. They don't give a fuck though. They'd just be like, yeah, but the AI told us that you did a thing, so we caught you. We fucking caught you. All right, we're getting close. This is gonna be a shorter stream just because I got started so late, but I have talked about this before on stream, but I think it's important to bring it up again. This is a non-serious topic. It's just a topic that I think is cool. Dexerto, the same company that just had what's it called? That did the article talking about that just did an article talking about Mr. Beast. Posted a thing today asking, is this the greatest video game commercial in history? And there's a lot of, when you ask people stuff, there's a lot of people that will have an opinion on what they think the greatest video game commercial is. But there's a couple that sit at the very top. The live action trailer for Skyrim, the Mad World trailer from Gears of War, the live action Halo Reach commercial, which is pretty fucking great. But they asked about a very specific one. Doing good, observing internet BS. Well, there's no internet BS here. There's a longer version of Normal World channel if anyone interested. Yes. I should actually go find that. I didn't realize that he had the link for it. But yeah, go over to Normal World, check it out on YouTube. They have the longer sketch over there. So, Zord's power move is to get offended if you look directly at the trunk for too long. And what are you staring at? It is late night. But I got to give it to them. I don't think I'm going to get struck for this because Chopin is, I believe, in the public domain. But we are going to watch this real quick. This is, in my opinion, this is the greatest video game trailer that's ever existed and probably the best trailer or commercial I think I've ever watched in my entire life. And I want to talk about it. Early Assassin's Creed did have some very good ones. So I think we'll watch this trailer and we'll talk about what our favorite ones were. Watch me still get my channel taken down, or not channel, the stream taken down for this. And remember, like, this whole thing was like a crafted set. Like, somebody built this entire like diorama. It's like an actual like physical set somewhere that you could go look at. I already know what this is just from the pause frame, right? Even the music choice was fucking perfect. Because this thing, if it was digital or CGI or anything, it'd be like, okay, but like, somebody had to like build this whole thing and paint every inch and frame of this stuff. Yeah, the attention to detail is so fucking insane, dude. The guy getting carried off by the jackals. Bro, every fucking time I get chills. I get fucking chills every time I fucking watch that commercial, bro. Like, every goddamn time. Like, that's nuts. That shit was crazy. Yeah, the piano solo rad. Yeah, that's Raindrops by Chopin. Chopin, if you don't know that. Yeah, dude, the first time I ever saw that trailer, I was legitimately shocked. And I did not know what to say. I didn't know what to think, bro. I was just like wilded out. I was like, dude, I don't think I've ever seen a commercial do that before. The Deliver Hope commercial is good too. Better than the in-game score? Well, yeah, I would say that that's better than the in-game score just because, like, Chopin was a fucking legend and made a lot of really great music. So, he would probably, you know, likely influenced a fan of Chopin probably is one of the ones that put together the in-game score in the first place. The Gears of War Mad World commercial is another banger. It really is. Yeah, it is a very good one. I fucking love that commercial. Yeah, I was just kind of impressed, but I liked it. I was obviously being my dramatic self on Twitter and was like, you know, it's the greatest commercial ever made. In my personal opinion, it's the greatest. And then it actually made Jeremy respond. He was like, man, I miss Halo. Being like excited for Halo. And yeah, dude, I do too, man. I miss being excited for video games, being excited for Halo, and wanting to see good shit like happen. Yeah, dude, it's pretty wild. So, and then we have two of them. Yeah, we watched the other one a few streams ago. The new Mad World trailer for Gears of War Day 1. That shit looks like a banger. The shit is wild, bro. I like when the game trailers represent the actual gameplay at least a bit. Like StarCraft was BS for that. Yeah, StarCraft, World of Warcraft, anything with Blizzard, they were always like, ooh, and this like crazy cinematic, and everybody's like, oh my god, I gotta play that. And then they play it and they'd be like, this game is nothing like what they said it was gonna be. This is fucking shit. Out of Halo, Rooster Teeth gave us Red versus Blue. Yeah, original Red versus Blue, like the early stuff, and then even later when they got in like more serialized content, pretty fucking rad, man. Like, I really had to give it to them. They did some real shit. They did some real awesome shit back then. Yeah, that shit was wild, bro. Man, we still have 90 people watching right now. You guys are amazing. As people leave, Z Highness says, God bless America. Good night, Z Highness. Appreciate you. Get some rest. Thank you so much for hanging out. The Halo had the biggest midnight releases. Yeah, dude, it was insane. I miss SOCOM, Halo, and Gears. Call of Duty recycling killed the shooter genre. I do agree with you. Yeah, people got so hooked on fucking Call of Duty that like when a unique shooter actually came out and stuff like that, people just fucking, it was over. Baked Ewok with more cloud. I think Baked Ewok is smoking right now, bro. I think he's having a good time. Yeah. I think we'll talk about we got a couple more things I do want to talk about, and then we'll call it for the night. This is a really quick one. You guys warned me about this, and I took your warnings very seriously. 1-800-DANKY messaged me and was like, yo, Mike, I'm not kidding you. If you fuck with this thing, I will not watch your videos anymore. I will not participate in your chat. Please don't do this. What's up, Justin Rhino? Even Beardo said, I'm here till the end. Our boy Mudahar. What is it? Is it Some Ordinary Gamer? That's his channel, right? Well, let me double check here. Make sure. Some Gamer. Yes, some Mudahar, Some Ordinary Gamer. He did a video talking about Chris Chan and decided to act like a goddamn fool. He bought himself an authentic Sonichu, Chris Chan Sonichu medallion, and he put this shit on. I was told by chat, listen, when I made a joke about getting one of these, we watched Ricada put one on and destroy himself. We watched Chris Chan become destroyed. We've watched multiple people have their lives disintegrate into ash by wearing this fucking thing. And chat told me when I was making a joke, they said, do not fuck with this thing. Don't put it on. Don't touch it. Don't get fucking near it. If somebody sends it to you, don't touch it. Fucking destroy it. Stay the fuck away from it. People legitimately believe this thing is cursed. And fucking Mudahar put that shit on, and he's actually wearing it. He confirmed it's 100% real. Yeah, and a lot of people are concerned, bro. He's already taken a dive before this. So the question is, Astaroth, the question is this. I don't follow him for some BS before this, but I'm not denying nothing. Like, here's the thing. Is the Sonichu medallion, does it cause the curse to happen? Does it cause the decline? Or does the Sonichu medallion sense when someone is coming to the end of something, or someone is pushing into like Troon territory or Chris Chan territory, Muda-chan territory, and it comes to you? It's summoned like a beacon. It's drawn to a certain type of energy. That's the question. Is it the curse that causes it, or is it drawn to an energy and then creates the curse from their own energy? That's what the question is. At which point does this stop being a coincidence? This third or the 10th time? Oh my god, dude. That's what they're talking about with Ricada. Yeah. Yes. And it's I before E after the K, by the way. I believe it's I before E, but anyways, it's close enough. What if for the curse to work, someone has to send it to you? Like if you order it for yourself, the curse is void. I mean, that would be interesting. It's like the curse of the Mary Shaw. Yeah. He came out with the L-Take video on the disability nonsense. Did he really? Ghost Sooner Dude got one, is already having issues. Did he really? Causality. Yeah. I drank too much wine. I must take a piss. Causality. The medallion chooses. Does he just have a mic on it so they catch him doing crazy stuff? I don't know, man. He's been hexed. Brimstone show rain on him. Was some Shaggy Rogers book review. Curses are real, not even kidding. I do, like, I'm not kidding either. I absolutely do agree with you that curses are real. I don't fuck with stuff like that. Supernatural shit is real. You know, being a Christian, I have a very specific filter for how I look at certain things, like, you know, as far as demonic stuff like that. But the thing is, there's a lot of even if you're not religious, so you're just gonna have to fucking listen to me talk about it. I don't give a fuck. It's my channel. The thing is, like, I don't necessarily think that everything that happens that's bad is necessarily connected to demons or demonic activity. Because the thing is, there's a lot of people out there that do things, and there's a lot of people in the Bible that do things, and those people have bad things come back on them, or have caused bad things to happen to people because of their actions as well. So I do think that sometimes, yes, there's no, yeah, I know I said C, I meant K. Man, maybe I need a Sonichu medallion. I'm fucking with you. I do believe that items can hold things. I do believe that shit can hold energy. I do believe that you can cause places to exist in the spirit realm and have influence in the spirit realm. There's too many situations where you find out, like, people moving to houses and weird shit's happening in the house, and they find out that there was abuse victims in the house, or there was, you know, X, Y, or Z thing, or people go and move places and go live in a house, and they find out it's buried on, you know, old ancient Indian burial grounds or things like that, and they don't know why things are happening, but they are, things like that. I absolutely do believe in shit like that. Okay? And I do believe that sometimes there's demonic, energy attached to stuff too, which causes problems. There's a lot of that kind of stuff out there. I absolutely do believe in the supernatural. So, but this shit's, like iDubbbz fucking got one. How do you take down iDubbbz? That's the thing. iDubbbz was unfucking touchable on the internet. Untouchable. The man was on fire. His content cops were some of the best shit on the internet. There was nothing like content cops on the fucking internet, man. iDubbbz was like, Filthy Frank was on the same level as iDubbbz, but Filthy Frank was untouchable. And then George got out at the right time. He goes, yo, I got to get out now. He felt something in the air. Like, that's the thing. I trust Papa Franco's senses, and he knew something was coming. But iDubbbz, he stuck around. He got that Sonichu medallion. He put that shit on, and his whole shit imploded. Do you guys remember the videos he was putting out for a little while? Like, where he was trying to do the thing with, like, the random wheel, and he was, like, shooting fucking, like, he was shooting, fucking slingshot at this, like, moving target, and he couldn't fucking figure out what the fuck was going on, and he was like losing his shit. I think it's demons, but that's just me. I mean, that's the thing. It could be. I don't always blame everything on demonic activity, but I do believe that exists. So if it's a cursed object, once they receive it, or it's in their vicinity or has any contact, it would therefore magnify whatever the effects of the curse are, correct? Possibly. Maybe it senses people, it comes to them, and it magnifies the darkness. Half the shit on Skinwalker Ranch is real. That's true. I'm getting fucking roasted for the C in Ricada. Like I got a cross and shield on my chest. There you go. I should just have a sword too. I need a fucking sword, guys. I need help. I'm gonna have to put some shit on Throne. I need you guys to get me a sword. Thinking our tiny brains can pigeonhole God or others with our science is illogical. That is very true. Get this off the screen. I don't want to have a secondhand curse exposure. I don't think that's how it happens, but it's possible. With things like this, where it goes beyond simple coincidence, you gotta wonder. Yeah, that's true. Curses come back on people who curse people sevenfold. That's true. Well, look at fucking what happened to Chris Chan, bro. Priest told me that people can get possessed if they open themselves up to it, like playing Ouija board and shit. Crazy. Yeah. Dick Masterson got one with Ethan. Ralph was there, and Ralph immediately had to flee a Cat 5 hurricane in Mexico. And then there's iDubbbz. Yeah. And I will say this, listen, regardless of your fucking opinions on him, okay, I know he is a very controversial figure, but there's a certain heavyset Italian individual that hangs out with Dick Masterson. When Vito saw the fucking Sonichu medallion, he got his fat ass up and ran, bro. He ran to the other side of the room. He was screaming at Dick Masterson. He gets, get that the fuck away from me. Don't touch that. Don't fucking put it on. Don't fuck with that. Don't. And then they like made him accidentally. I think they tried to put it on his mic, and he's like, don't put it on my fucking mic. And like really fucking upset with him. And they thought he was joking. He's like, I'm not fucking kidding. Like, stop. So if something's freaking out, Vito, there's probably something to it. And I was always walking around on the ceiling after seeing this shit. Oh no, not Pet Cemetery. Not even 30, but I've actually seen too many stupid pointed coincidences in my life. That's true. We're in Satan's little season, Revelation 20, verse 7. Sonichu medallion killed a cat. Ooh, bro. I gotta call it night. Have a good evening, chat. Thank you so much, Casey Cheeto. I appreciate you. No king reigns forever. Old iDubbbz was hilarious. Yeah, I mean, it's true. Never heard of iDubbbz until after Creator Clash 2. Oh, dude. Brotimus Prime, old iDubbbz content is gold. It is some of the best shit on the internet. Filthy Frank and iDubbbz and Max Mofo were on top of the world. Even H3H3. Ethan Klein fucking fell off too. But H3H3's content back then was fucking gold, dude. These guys were like kings of the internet. They were untouchable. The Cancer Crew was unfucking touchable. And he was fucking killing it, man. And now none of them are around. Well, Max Mofo has continually reinvented himself and found things to stay successful. iDubbbz fucking fell off a cliff. I don't even get like notifications for his shit. I don't even know if I'm still subscribed to his channel. But yeah, man. I mean, it's a mess, man. So don't fuck with the yeah, you guys told me not to fuck with the Sonichu medallion. I ain't fucking with the Sonichu medallion. Oh, I just posted a video, dude. I just posted, so he did a video a month ago with Max Mofo and oh fuck the other guy. I don't remember his name now. But and he got like 500,000 views. It's like one of his most watched videos recently where they eat like crazy shit and do like old school stuff. And then he made a video after that 1 month ago where he is making keychains and he got like 157,000 views. There was a time where iDubbbz could make anything and it would just blow up. It was just like everything the guy touched turned to gold, like on the internet. Like some of his oldest shit. Like if you go back and look, I'm pull this up. Look at some of his views. 24 million views for a video about a fat guy that lives in like the middle of nowhere. Fucking his unboxing videos. Lord, the world's largest toy popper was a wild one. Like, dude, his fucking, yeah, his legit food reviews. Dude, did he take, no fucking way. Hold on. iDubbbz took down all his content cops. I did not even know he did that. He took down all of his content cops. Yo. That's fucking wild. That's fucking stupid, actually. He took down all of his content cops. What a fucking bitch. What a bitch made. Wow, dude, that's fucked up. Time is a flat circle. The Sonichu feeds off the misery and suffering that it knows have yet to be manifest. It's counterfactual, definite. That's wild shit. Next Epic Mike's going to be showing us some that is that a ghost or not videos, which I wouldn't mind seeing. I mean, we could get into that. Photoshop Mike's head on the aliens guy, but it says demon. I got my Kona sword next to my bed. My wife approved. Yeah, I need to get a sword next to my bed. Sonichu has to be surrounded by salt and bound in natural fiber like burlap, then buried in the earth, preferably under a tree. The location is then blessed with the intentions of binding evil. There you go. I respect it. Vito. Yeah. Chris Chan cursed every piece of Sonichu with his autism. Yeah, everyone that he made. Evil recognizes evil. That's wild. About to reach modern day Behemoth or Behelit. If it freaks out a PDF file like Vito, you know that shit's real. I'm hearing the X-Files theme in my head right now. What we do is go back. Mike, you should reach out to Clyde Lewis. He's a radio personality that hosts Ground Zero. He has hundreds of creepy stories and proof of supernatural. He make a great guest on your stream. Clyde Lewis. Mrs. Rough Night, can you keep that track of that name, Clyde Lewis, and see if we can what we can do about that? I started watching when he did his Kickstarter crap series. That's where I caught him too. Yeah, his content cops were amazing. I almost wasn't born, so my mom went to a haunted house with a group, and one of them actually died. Holy shit, that's scary. iDubbbz unboxing were basically hits. Yeah, It's a Gundam, has great videos on the medallion. Does he? Okay, I'll have to check that out. Yeah. He's been gelded. I wonder how much just getting older has to do with it. That's what I wondered too, man. But like, he didn't start acting like that until he met, well, not even married her, but now she's his wife, until he met, what's her name? But that was after he put on the Sonichu medallion. She sensed it. Bro, every bit of evil and malice was poured into all of his properties, yeah. But another medallion was made. Dude, if you're gonna get into paranormal stuff, you gotta just get Rough Night on with you, right? I want to see if I can find I was just trying to see if I could find like somebody with the Lord of the Rings thing talking about the medallion. Thank you, Miss Rough Night. But like, yeah, but another medallion was made in secret. People knew some of the patents for technologies out there. And Mike, I'll post something in your X under this stream. All right, you should get guests on Forbidden Frontier, man. Dude, I would love to go on Forbidden Frontier. I don't know how many of these YouTubers, like, I've met Gary and stuff in person, but like, I don't think they know I exist. That's not me being like sour grapes or anything. I just don't know if these guys think I even know I exist half the time. A lot of them probably don't even know I actually have a YouTube channel anymore or anything. So All right, I'm out for the night. Good to see you here on X. Cheers. Thank you so much, Dion Soul. I appreciate you hanging out over on X, man. I don't normally get chats in here on X, so that's awesome that you popped in. I very much appreciate that. But yeah, that's kind of wild. Yeah, my thing is, some of my favorite streams are ones that where we're chilling and hanging out, and then we just get into the fucking weeds talking about paranormal shit and talking about conspiracy theories and all that stuff. Like, that shit's fun. Going to assume it's something personal 95% of the time. It's just that they get busy. Yeah, that's probably true too. But, you know, Forbidden Frontier is great, even though I only get to watch the end of the show. Yeah, it's a good time. I mean, I like talking about conspiracy theory shit. We got 2 more topics. One I think is really interesting, but I think it's important to talk about. This is not in defense of Trump. This is not in defense of political stuff. Talking about degenerate furry incest. No, we're avoiding that. You just have to reach out to X-Ray Girl. Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't like reaching out to people and being like, hey, can you get me on that show? Hey, can I come on your show and hang out? I know that that's not what they probably think about it, but that's how I sometimes feel about it. So, Kamar Daniel, have you played the First Descendant yet? I have not. The thing about the First Descendant, and I'm curious to check it out for sure, but I've heard that it's like Warframe, but with more microtransactions, and if that's the case, I'm really not interested. But if it's like legit, then yeah. Rough Night says woof. I've seen you and Rough Night devolve a conversation to be paranormal. You might as well just make a podcast and monetize it, right? When I coded out with septic at the hospital, there is a limbo. Really interesting. Show up in the chat a bunch and they will invite you in. Yeah, they never even notice me. We need to comment on the episode to get my comment. What if it's technology that has been reported in sightings? I mean, it's possible. About the First Descendant? Oh yeah, I heard that too, so it's probably past. Yeah, I don't know. I do want to check it out. I've heard the graphics are cool. I've heard some of the gameplay's kind of cool, but if it's Warframe with all of the like without all the parkour stuff, then I'd be much less interested. All right, we're gonna watch this one video, and we got one other topic to talk about, and then we're gonna call it for the night because it is getting late. So I don't remember what this chick's name is. You guys will probably know what this chick's name is, okay? This is how much I don't watch political stuff. But I thought this was interesting. This chick had Bill Maher on her show. The patent I posted about is the TR3B. All right, I'll look that up. So this chick had Bill Maher on her show. Megyn Kelly? Okay, thank you. Shows you how much I know about fucking politics. TR3B. Okay, interesting. Okay, so it's supposed to be a reverse engineered UFO potentially. Okay, interesting. All right, we'll talk about that in a second here too. Doesn't let you post links. Comment will be censored. I do have it right here though. I do have an article about it. So they're both insufferable, but I thought this was really interesting. Damn, now I feel like Warframe, but the real gameplay. Is there a good alternative? Warframe is legit. I like Warframe a lot. There is one game coming out called Soulframe that looks really fucking good. It's like a medieval version of Warframe. I'm really excited about that game when it comes out. So I don't know if there's a good alternative or not. Yeah, I don't watch political shit normally, but this was interesting. They had a conversation about Trump, and I thought this was kind of an interesting conversation to see put together. I also thought it was kind of funny to watch this, because I think one of the things that happens a lot with political commentators and people like that is it's better for you to be honest and authentic with your audience than to pretend you know everything. Because if you don't know everything when it comes to politics and you get into it with somebody that knows more than you, or when you get into it with somebody that has more to say than you, then it's like, okay, what do we do with this? So I just thought this was kind of interesting. So we're going to watch this real quick, and then we're going to finish out with a Batman conversation.
Election denier. I'm sure you voted for her. Hillary Clinton, of course, is the original election denier. I'm sure you voted for her in 2016.
Well, she's not an election denier.
She absolutely was the OG election denier.
First of all, she came out before the sun had risen to concede the election to Trump.
And then spent the next 4 years saying he was illegitimate. He was an illegitimate president.
Okay, well, first of all, she didn't say he was an illegitimate.
Yes, she did.
You tell me exactly what she said.
She said those exact words repeatedly.
I believe he knows he's an illegitimate president.
Okay. I mean, you only get two choices.
That's right.
You get Donald Trump, a criminal, election denier who.
So this is where I want to stop for a second. Once again, you guys know me. I'm not political. I'm not inherently political. Secondly, there has to be a point. So somebody brought up the other day on Joe Rogan's show that Bill Maher had been sued by Trump, and that's why he really doesn't like him, is because he got sued by Trump one time, and he really got mad at him about it, and that's why he doesn't like him. And that's fine. If you don't like the guy, just say, I don't fucking like the guy, and I don't want anything to do with him. But when you try to frame your personal prejudices and your personal attitudes about somebody as some kind of political advice, or try to frame it like, well, the other guy's better because I don't like this guy, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, come on, man. So you got Megyn Kelly here fucking putting him on the spot saying, yo, nigga, listen, like, she was an election denier. She was like straight up doing it. He's like, she never said that. She never did that. And then here's evidence of her doing it. And then he's like, okay, well, yeah, but it's like, yeah, but what? Like, what do you have to say? Like, you don't have any defense for this, you know? So then, okay, he doesn't have any defense, you know, but then he's like, you only have two options. And that's the thing too. It's like, we're in this situation now where we hear all the time, there's only two options. There's only you only have two choices in the matter. And that is the most like undemocratic, most un-American shit I've ever heard. We have to get to a point where people start to go, listen, if enough of us get together and make a splash when it comes to politics, instead of being so fucking worried about the wrong person getting elected, we actually make a fucking statement. Here's the thing. They tell you your fucking vote matters. They tell you that your vote is important. They tell you that, but then they immediately go out and tell you, but if you vote for the wrong person, then you're voting against democracy, you're voting for tyranny, you're voting for Hitler, you're voting for Nazis, you're voting for liberal cucks, you're voting for communism, you're voting for Marxism. It's all of it. You're the worst person in the world for voting for the wrong fucking person. And then you go, cool, well, I'll vote for the person that I do like and that I do want to defend and do want to support. And they go, yeah, but if you vote third party, then you're actually just not voting for the right person. You're making it easier for the other side to win, okay? That's what's wrong with you, is you can't vote third party. That's a waste of your fucking vote. And it's like, so what is it? So that's all we do? Because at one point, they'll just convince everybody that, guess what? Voting for one side is the only correct answer. They'll eventually push that narrative because that's where the narrative is going. Well, you can only vote for one side, and then eventually there are no parties, and then eventually there's no need to vote. Well, why would we vote? We already know who's going to win. This side has to win. This side is the one that always does. Guys, we've got to do better. We've got to do better when it comes to politics. We've got to actually know if our voices fucking matter and our votes fucking matter, that you need to do. The only way to break the system is to say, listen, enough of us are going to get together. Enough of us are going to, enough of us are going to stop being manipulated and told that our vote doesn't matter if we vote for the wrong person. Enough of us have to stand up and say, listen, I'm going to vote for who I think is the right call. And I think we need to actually make a splash and make a statement so that these people go, oh fuck, okay, we're in trouble because it's not working anymore. I know F and Dave laughing about the voting out of this, but the point is to make a statement if voting actually matters. So here's the thing, if it doesn't matter, if none of that makes a difference, if none of that changes anything, then guess what fucking happens? Then the system is broken. You have to fix the system. Sometimes that means tearing the system down. But the conversation does have to be about, listen, we have to, as a people, as a citizenship, if we think voting is so fucking important and democracy is so fucking important that we have to fight for it and die for it and defend it, we have to be willing to go out and say, you know what? It doesn't fucking matter if the wrong person gets voted in the office because I voted third party. What I need to do is make sure that people understand that my vote is heard. That people know that what I'm doing or what I'm going out of my way to talk about. Well, Democratic Republic. Justin Rhino. But yeah. secure means of defense, but also do this peaceful paper thing. Yeah, because the reality is, if it doesn't matter, then there's a huge fucking problem that needs to happen. There's like, you actually have to put your money where your mouth is at some point. At that point, you go, oh, so it doesn't fucking matter if I vote third party. If there's no chance that a third party person or a different person could ever get elected and it's only Republican and Democrat, there's a huge fucking problem, because the Republicans or Democrats are telling everybody on their side that if you don't vote for their side, that it's the end of everything, which means they're either both wrong or they're both right. And that's a fucking problem. If both sides are wrong or both sides are right, that's a fucking problem that needs to be addressed. So I'm going to finish this off real quick.
Who is going to transform this country into an authoritarian place like we've never seen before, or you get Joe Biden with all his flaws.
Also
and
a criminal.
crumbs. Okay, what is his crime again?
Special counsel Robert Hur said he'd committed felonies, but he wouldn't indict him because he was a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory. He couldn't get a conviction in front of a jury.
And what was that crime? That was the
Classified documents. All over his basement, his garage, everywhere.
Well, okay, here's the difference. Immediately, Biden, he shouldn't have had them. Immediately, he said, oh, sorry, my bad, and gave them back.
That's why he
Trump
didn't get
said-
charged with obstruction. But Trump has two classified documents, pieces to his case. One is you had them, and the second is you obstructed justice when we demanded them back. So, okay, against Biden, you don't get charged with obstruction. But number one, where's the classified documents charged against him? He's also a felon.
You got your story. You know, I look.
Why?
Listen, and anytime you put something out to somebody and you just tell them, yo, like, here are the facts, or here's the stuff, and then somebody goes, listen, you have your story and I have my story and we just have to believe what we can believe. Like, what the fuck? No, that means you're wrong, motherfucker. That means you're wrong. That means that you completely missed out. Like, nigga, you gotta say it. Like, okay, I guess I was wrong, or I guess I misunderstood this, or maybe I just didn't get it, or, oh, okay, I see what you're saying, and maybe I've been incorrect this whole time. Instead, he's just like, nah, fuck it. Like, I'm just gonna, like, do whatever I do. Meth Saved Me just dropped a bunch of booty GIFs in the kick chat. Hi, Meth Saved Me. He's having a good old time. People hate the truth. Only way to win a rigged game is to not play. You got your story out. The best slaves believe they are free. It's true. Third party comment in Kane and Croto's election on The Simpsons was so funny and painful. Painfully real sometimes. Yeah, man. Comedy can cut like a knife, man. I don't understand rhetorically how someone can be so famous and be so dumb, especially political social commentators. Yeah. It's like secure your means of defense. I would make the argument that the system works exactly as designed, unfortunately. I think you're right. Trump isn't a savior, but he can make your life a little better for 4 years. Yeah. Constitutional republic. Yeah. We don't live in a constitutional republic anymore. We live in an oligarchy. That's far more accurate. Yeah. A man named Salvatore Pius. He holds many interesting patents on behalf of the U.S. Navy. Can be derived from advanced gravitic plasma drive effect. Interesting. Yeah, maybe tomorrow we should have like a little mini stream where we talk about spaceships. Apparently a lot of founding fathers were under 30, so yeah, that's also true, but a lot of those guys didn't live beyond like 60, unless you're like George Washington or whatever. You won't find salvation through a republic or constitution. People want to worship money and degeneracy like God. It's true. It's capitalism. That's how it's meant to work. There should be no party affiliation in voting ballots, but also parties should not exist. Imagine if Ron Paul was elected president. We missed the boat with Ron Paul. Remember, he started as a comedian, fancied himself a political commentator. He has no education to decide what he chooses to take in. Same for a lot of celebs in that space. That's really what it comes down to, Miss Rough Night. They're just loud fucking voices, just like that bitch running around saying the N-word and getting on everybody's fucking television shows and every fucking live stream that she can get her grubby little hands on because she fucking said the N-word on a TikTok. And everybody goes, wow, she's so smart. Oh my God. And then she goes on and like fucking Tim Pool and whatever, and she goes, what's the problem with the term gold digger? I don't understand why people don't like that term. Women just want to be provided for. You want a woman to stay home, then why shouldn't she want you to be able to provide for her? Cause bitch, there's a difference between a woman wanting to be provided for and taken care of, and a bitch going, I'm only in it for the money. I don't give a fuck about who this guy is and don't care about him. All I'm doing is pursuing men that have lots of money, and that's the only reason I get with them. There's a big fucking difference between that and somebody that goes, hey, I just want to be able to know that economically we're going to be okay, or I'm going to be safe. And this bitch walking around saying all this crazy shit, and everybody's going, yeah, but she said the N-word, so we should listen to her. Oh, wow. She's got some interesting points. I should have her on my show so she can keep saying all the stupid shit she's saying, and we can keep making her some conservative darling, like she actually has something of fucking worth to offer anybody. The founding fathers were also Masonic and Satanic. Why we were in this mess? Because there's a lot of their theology made no sense. Yeah, I'm into that stuff deep. I used to be really into that stuff deep. I'm a little less into it now. Capitalism also funded by the same banks that fund communism. Doesn't matter to them. It's all the same. It's true. I can't stand this smug boomer sense of self-satisfaction. Yeah, 100%. It's corrupted, unregulated capitalism. If we're not under an oligarchy, big tech media capitalism does well for citizens. It's true. I make my resources, you make yours, and we all do well, spreading them out to everyone and letting our success and our skill and the skill of our hands make everyone successful. That's the way it's supposed to work. People hate facts, yeah. You got your story, yeah. This is bullshit, bro. Humility is incredibly important, yeah. And we don't have any there's almost no humility in politics anymore. The Kobayashi Maru, yeah. Well, the only way to do that is to hack the system. Check out the latest episode of JRE with David Grush. Yeah, that was a good episode. Those who think they're higher than others are in power will never admit that they're wrong. It's true. Jesus is the truth, and people hate him. It's true. I dislike Spotify. Yeah. Well, you can watch him on YouTube now. He's on YouTube now. Slaves in ancient Egypt paid Pharaoh 20% tax. How much you guys paying right now? Evan Dave dropping bombs. We didn't protect the Constitutional Republic. We definitely complained it didn't work. People want to do what they want to do. Morals and truth get in the way of that. Trucker Rob says, I like spaceships. Spaceship! Yeah, spaceships are pretty rad. This is wild. Y-Files is a great source for conspiracy stuff. I've heard about that. I haven't checked them out, though. I ain't saying she a gold digger. She ain't messing with no... Yeah, she would say the whole word on stream. Jay Dyer has better stuff because he sources his references in books. Interesting. Rich dads who don't really interact with their kids also make some screwed up kids. It's very true. Come on. And let's finish this out real quick. We're almost done.
I can't the difference be one actually had the ability to declassify documents and keep them because he'd been the president, and one didn't because he should have been looking at documents only in a skiff while a sitting U.S. senator, and clearly he stole classified documents that he wasn't entitled to and never had the ability to declassify them.
Yeah. Maybe you know more about that than I do. I don't remember that part of it, and I always don't trust anything I hear until I vet it from the other side.
Yeah, I don't trust it. Now all of a sudden he's like, well, I don't trust anything I hear until I vet it myself. Nigga, you ain't vetted nothing. You were wrong on multiple accounts about what she just said to you, and then you said, I don't even know. Well, you have your story and I have mine. I don't know. I just don't listen to this. I don't listen to certain sources outside of the ones that I vet for myself. I just damn.
Everybody sort of has their one-sided view of it, and narrative is more important than truth. I know this is the right-wing narrative.
I'm not like that, Bill. I care about facts. I practiced law for 10 years. I want to get the cases right more than I want to get clicks. And I have a lot of lefties who watch me. So I'm not like that. All I can tell you is those are the facts. Hillary...
Like I said, okay. His response to all of the, okay. Yeah, that's what somebody says when you're arguing with your buddy and you completely prove them wrong and they just don't want to talk about it anymore because they wanted to act like an ass and they wanted to like talk like they were really, 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 they really wanted to be excited and they want to make a really big fucking deal and make a huge statement and then move on with themselves and feel like they're smart. And then somebody goes, yo, you're wrong. And they're like, okay. Okay. If you don't know about it, stop talking about it, right? Bill Maher has always done this shit. He doesn't have a real opinion of his own. The opinions the writers give him off CNN, MSNBC, and others. I hate that people keep sweeping this guy. Well, it's because everybody thought he was waking up for a little bit there. Everybody thought he got black-pilled because he's like, yo, some of this shit going on with free speech is kind of wild. Because he's, you know, like a comedian and stuff, and that pressure will get to you as a comedian when you're constantly being told, yo, you can't say this, you can't say that. And that started bothering him. And so people then jumped on board with him thinking, okay, he must be on our side because he's saying the right things, not realizing that that's not how that works. You can start moving towards center. You can start moving away from the left and still have a really biased attitude about certain things too, you know? So dude also hates religion. That's true. It's very true. And then you ain't vetted nothing should be your new merch t-shirt design, right? Did you do the Biden sexual handshake? Oh. I'll pull it up. I don't want to watch it. Let me see if I can find it. It's bad. Is this it? Yeah, this is it right here. Hold on. Of course, it's like fucking newscasters talking about it. First time watching the stream, been awesome. You rock, Mike. Well, thank you, Baked D-Walk. I appreciate you being here, man. Good night, Sissy. I appreciate you. Get some rest. Thank you for being here and hanging out. I'll pull up the Biden sexual handshake. Yeah, did you see Biden sexually caress some black guy's arm? Yeah, I did. I'll pull it up. Bro, shit was wild. Where is it? It's like he acts like an old guy that's like never seen a black person before. Bro, shit's wild. Here, let's pull this up. I don't know where the fuck he was. I don't know what he was doing. But he was at some fucking event when this happened. Bro. And like, listen, man, I'm not one to like psychoanalyze every fucking thing, but look at everybody's fucking face, bro. Like the guy getting his arm touched, the guy off to his right's like, yo, what the fuck? And the chick that's like, must be part of his security or like one of his handlers is like, oh my God, no, he's doing it. And then the guy getting his hand shook. Here's the thing, like, this is the thing for a lot of people that don't know this. A lot of black people are very, very sensitive to gay stuff, man. They don't want anything to do it. If it's perceived as gay, if it seems like they could be perceived as gay, stuff like that, they will respond. It's a very taboo subject within like the black community and stuff like that. That's a wild thing. And you could tell that he was chilling. You could tell that he was trying to be cool about it. But if you watch the guy's face, any other person that did that shit would have got pushed, would have got yelled at, been like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Because it's a president. Like, just saying, bro. That's a G movie. He's just checking to make sure he wasn't Ash. He did him a favor. Yeah. Bro, watch this again. This is wild shit. Look at how he rubs his arm, my guy. And look at this guy's face. Look, you can see he's not cool with it. And then this is my favorite. This chick right here, when she sees it happen, you can just tell she's like, oh no, he's doing it again. Look, she's like, oh no, he's touching a black guy. Look at this guy like, yo, what the fuck? Look at everybody looking. Look at this guy laughing. He's like, oh no. And this guy grabs his arm to basically be like, all right, let's chill out a little bit. Let's chill the fuck out, bro. Man. Scranton Joe is a friend to all. According to TV show, most black dudes are gay. No, that's a weird narrative that they're trying to push. Same reason they're trying to get black guys in dresses and stuff. That's a real thing. Biden is finding suitors to offer Big Mike Obama. Oh no. Dave Chappelle did the comedy skit about that. Your white friends do borderline gay stuff when they're drunk. It's true. Both the guys looked down at his arm when he did it. You could tell they were uncomfortable. Yeah, he was not cool. Some people get punched in the dome for that. Yep. Biden looking at him like a snack, bro. Yeah, that's true. Biden be like, how, but we have chocolate ice cream later. The video of Biden snubbing that black chick at his rally. I did see that one too, man. He also did another one. He went to like a fucking like chicken joint or some shit. And door opens up and the first black guy he sees, he's like, and gets all excited about it. I was like, oh no. She went full 1,000-yard stare, not again. Yeah. Joe Biden's superpower is tapping in his ancestral roots and oh, bro, I can't even read that. Biden probably just got stuck again, bro. This is the same man that said he loved it when kids would rub their hands up and down his leg. It's true. He's old enough. He might just be inspected. Oh, no, I can't say that on stream, bro. Meth Saved Me said, is this a podcast? So I do a lot of different things on my channel. This is like a rant. Yeah, like AfroCast is just me talking and just discussing stuff. And then we also do gaming streams and stuff like that. We kind of just do everything around here. So, or what happened is I'll be trying to play a video game and then somebody will bring up a subject and I'll get so fucking sidetracked that I forget that I'm playing a game. So, just seeing a guy sucking on toes on Kick. This platform is cooked. Oh no. Listen, I only am there for the 95-5 split. Okay. I did see where Biden stuffed the black chick at his event too. Yeah, bro. Yikes, bro. Oh man, it's some gross shit, bro. It's so gross shit, bro. I don't know what to do about that. Yeah, just chatting, not toe sucking. Wait, you don't suck on toes? Not on Kick. Not on Kick. Yeah, I would have. Yeah, somebody said, "Get out." Yeah, he's like, I would have voted for Obama a third time. Triangular spacecraft. All right, I'm saving that link that you sent me, by the way, buddy. About the patent for the spaceship. I'll check that out. Yeah, that shit's wild. You stream on Twitch too? No, I used to stream on Twitch. But I need to like reset everything up on Twitch. They've changed how they do things. I probably will go back to Twitch at some point, maybe Rumble as well. It'd be nice to just get all of it out there. But are you still going to talk about the Batman stuff? Oh, absolutely. Seems like Kick will be the platform for that. Yep. It lines up. Kick, feet, toes. Yo, welcome to Kick, where we sucking on toes, bro. Yeah, don't be a menace. Toe sucking a hot sauce, bro. No, bro. He's sucking on the toe, got the hair in his mouth. Oh my god. My dad has Alzheimer's, dementia, and he thinks Joe Biden seems fine. That's some really good ideas. Rob Knight just gives a thumbs up. He's like, cool. Yep, that's a thing. Oh god. Trucker Rob says toes gross. Hey, listen, apparently not to people on Kick, man. I don't go around sucking toes on Kick though. It's just it's another it's imagine you just some dude on Kick and you go, you know what? Sounds like a good idea to me. I'm just gonna go I'm gonna go live stream me sucking on some dude's toes or some chick's toes, bro. Oh fuck. It's like, yo, it's like, and it doesn't even say just chatting. It says just toes or some shit, just sucking. Like, yo, bro. Like, yo, hey, welcome to my channel, y'all. What's going on? And everybody's like, oh, cool, who's this guy or whatever. And you just see some fucking foot pop into the screen. He just starts sucking on toes, bro. Oh fuck, that's some wild shit, man. Oh, that's some wild shit, man. That's some crazy stuff. Oh man. Only toes, yeah. Well, they do have like an only feet. Apparently, it's. I heard somebody talk about it the other day. They have like one that's just for people's feet and shit. Listen, statistically, it is the most common fetish in the world, feet, and there is apparently some kind of like scientific link between like healthy feet and like sexual nature or some shit. I don't know what the fuck that all means. I don't know how scientists come up with this shit. They probably also all in defeat, but like that is a thing. Rough Night says I got a perfect score on WikiFeet. Hey man, I ain't judging. You do what you do. 1 second, I gotta yell at Miss Epic. She got headphones in, she can't hear me, never mind. It's trying to get her attention. Toes, the other white meat. Stop. That's wild. People are gross and evil AF. Well, but people have been in the feet for a long time. Like way back. Historically, people have been in the feet. Because breasts aren't listed as a fetish somehow. That's true. Apparently feet look like dick, and I'm just wondering what the fuck wrong with their dicks. Yo, that looks like look my dick. It's got like fucking toes and shit on the end of it. No, bro. Oh god, what are we doing, man? We're supposed to be talking. Hold on, we gotta get on the Batman topic. Oh no, toes is what's for dinner. Yo, we gotta talk about this. I'm gonna talk about this Batman project shit. Finger toes, dick toes. Don't turn this into a Arcada Street, bro. She got the dick toes. Oh no. All right, let's talk about Batman. How did we get here? I don't even know, bro. I think it's dudes more into feet than chicks. Women are super into hands more than feet, methinks. Yeah, there are those girls out there. I mean, WikiFeet, there's a male section for WikiFeet and a female section for WikiFeet. So, the Caucasian was the other white meat. So there was a show being developed. Actually, I think it was being developed by Matt Reeves, who directed the Batman, an Arkham Asylum series. Apparently, it was going to feature, like, occasionally feature or guest star Robert Pattinson's Batman. It was intended to be set in the same universe. And they were going to kind of like flesh that out, and you were going to see, I think, more of the Joker, and you're going to see more of these characters and kind of like build the universe from there. Kind of like what they were doing with the Penguin. Apparently that is no longer the case. Apparently it was canceled. And a lot of people blame James Gunn for this, and it's interesting because here's a conversation that somebody said, could you tell me if Matt's producing other than Batverse project, other than the Batman 2, Penguin, and Arkham? He said, right now Matt is producing Arkham as a DCU series, so there's just the two for now, which was Penguin and Arkham, or Batman and Arkham. So I think that is kind of interesting. So apparently they've canceled this. What I think is weird is that we know that James Gunn's Batman, or James Gunn has an intention to make a new Batman or a different Batman. We know that he really wants that kind of control. I think go to Vashish sucking toes. I don't want to look that up. I don't want to look it up. I believe you. Meth saved me. I believe you, but I don't want to go look it up. I'm trying to talk about Batman. I think it's weird. Yo, what are we doing, bro? Yo, what are we doing? I wonder how Batman's toes look. That's wild. Yeah, this... What are we doing, bro? I mean... Is that Aiden? Is that Aiden? Bro, he got this, like, bro... He brought this, like, trashy chicken. No, turn it off. What are you watching? What are you watching, Meth Save Me? Get off of there. Get out of there. Get out of there, man. Don't look. We need to see Batman's toes with a female gaze. That's wild, bro. Anyways... I think it's weird because we already know that James Gunn was talking about developing a Batman project He said that he was gonna do, hold on, because James Gunn they've already canceled a lot of stuff from the DCEU, and the Batman, Matt Reeves' The Batman happened before James Gunn signed on board. I also think Robert Pattinson was not a very good Batman, and I think it was pretty fucking mid. I'm trying to move on. I'm just trying to power fucking through, man. They're already working on the Batman 2. But what we know is that James Gunn said he doesn't want there to be multiple like characters like that within the universe. It doesn't make any sense. Hold on. What did Jose Taco say? 2034 Batman becomes public domain. That's true. Yeah, but they'll find a way to extend it before then. They haven't even started filming. What I'm trying to find here is that he wants everything interconnected, but this Robert Pattinson Batman is not part of his world. They said it wasn't necessarily canceled. Okay. Let me pull it up and we'll read a little bit more about it. The Arkham TV series no longer moving forward at Max. Interesting. Antonio Campos had come on board to serve as a writer and showrunner of the series, which was originally meant to be set within the world of Matt Reeves' The Batman, but according to an individual with knowledge of the situation, Campos's version will not proceed. It is still possible, though, that a new project set within the infamous Gotham City Asylum could be developed in the future, the individual noted. So that's what it is. But what's interesting about that is it's kind of falls in line with what James Gunn has said, which is that he doesn't really want a massive universe with different characters doing different things. He kind of wants everything all in the same universe, kind of localized, so that, you know, they can all be within his creative scope, within his creative control. And I listen, say what you will about James Gunn, he's a good writer, you know, he's done some good things. He also doesn't really care about source material. He really likes having creative control. He always has. He doesn't like to deviate from stuff. He really wants to have a lot of creative control. I think what he's gonna do is potentially reboot Batman after Matt Reeves' The Batman 2. I also wouldn't be surprised, depending on where they're at with the Batman 2, they just end up canceling it because, you know, I don't even know. I know it's been greenlit. But it's like, if with what James Gunn is doing right now, we won't get a Batman project for the next 7 years. And with all the work that they've done, with the contracts that they already have, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't want to necessarily, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't necessarily want to cancel a Batman project and let it lose steam. They're like, just release this. It can be part of another story, you know, and doesn't have to connect to your world. It just makes money for us. And then we'll keep going because they need money right now and they need hits. Right now, DC and WB, with all the financial trouble they're in, they just need to make money. They just need hits. They need things to do well. So, and since the Batman did decently in theaters, they were going to release another one. But I know, yeah, we're not even going to get the Batman Part 2 until October 6th of 2026. That's wild, you know. And I wouldn't be surprised if Robert Pattinson doesn't even want to do it anymore. I know that him and the director Matt Reeves didn't get along and had a lot of problems. But the fact that it hasn't even started, it's not even supposed to start filming till April of next year. Yeah, that's weird. It, like, that doesn't even make any sense. You would think that this would be immediately fast tracked. They'd be like, yo, it was a hit. Let's get the next one out. Let's go. Fucking 4 years before the next one comes out. Obviously some shitty, weird things going around. I wouldn't be surprised to see if it just gets canceled. Does it also mean James Gunn's going to stay away from the multiverse for now? I think so. I think he's going to try to craft his own universe. It'll be Elseworld stories. Like Joker, think about it. Joker, they're like, yo, we got a Joker coming out already, like Joker 2. That some of these projects were already in the works and probably have a lot of money sunk into them. So they're like, let's get these projects out and done, and then we'll worry about crafting all the new characters later. Because I think what we're going to get is Batman with like the blue costume, a little bit more like Brave and the Bold kind of thing, that kind of a project, that kind of a Batman. So, Joseph McCrae, that was a good call, by the way. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Turd Ferguson? Do you want to know how I got these stripes? I can see Keanu Reeves as Batman. I don't know, man. I don't think Keanu Reeves would want to do it, bro. I mean, I think he'd, put in the work for it, but I don't know if he'd want to do that. So he's got to sit this one out. He got bat herpes. Curious how Joker 2 will do. I think it'll do well. I don't think it's going to be nearly the hit that Joker 1 was, but I think it'll do decently in theaters, especially if they kept the budget low. But I wouldn't be surprised if the budget's higher than we expected it to be. Joker 2 budget. Let me see if I can find any rumors on the budget. Holy shit! What the fuck? Is this real? The Joker 2, right now, if this is real, has a budget of around $200 million? Holy shit. Like, what the fuck are they doing? Joker 1 had a budget of $60 million. $60 million. And what the fuck is that? Why are all these fucking movies coming out with $200 million? The budget for Joker 1, $55 million to $60 million. I mean, they need to make back probably close to $100 million, $120 million to make back their money, and it made $1 billion. Why does the sequel cost? Why is the sequel $200 million? Like, what the fuck? I don't even understand that. Like, what do you got going on in this movie? Apparently Zazie Beetz is coming back in this one. Why would her character come back? That's so fucking weird, man. Yeah, I don't understand that, dude. And apparently James Gunn confirmed that Joker 2 is an Elseworld project. So what's going to end up happening is there's going to be projects that he considers Elseworld. They're like, oh, these are Elseworld projects that don't connect to the larger DCU, but that he has his projects that he wants to connect. Oh shit. Trucker Rob just gifted 5 channel memberships. Thank you so much, man. $200 million. I don't think Joker 2 is going to do that well. I think maybe we'll see like a maybe $400 million return on it because the first one was so popular. But yeah, I don't see it doing that well. More money laundering. That's what it feels like, man. Even Red Dead Arkham should stay in the games. They're perfect. It can't be duplicated. That's fair. Yeah. Thank you, Trucker Rob. You gifted memberships to Astaroth. Goodness. Berserker Second Fist, Iron Reaver Soul, and Big Zaint 187. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, Trucker Rob. Wait, what? Hold on. Where's the 5th guy? That was weird. Yeah, thank you, Rob. I appreciate you, bro. Not sure it was mentioned, but Ripton made a good point that James Gunn does best with obscure characters that he can change from the source material however he wants. Yes, it's true. You which came from investors. How good at hustling are you? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's true. It's a lot of fucking money, man. Lady Gaga song licensing and Puerto Rican background dancers. That's probably what it is. They announced that I think there's like 15 cover songs or some shit in this movie, which is a lot. That's fucking insane, bro. None of these good with characters people are already familiar with. Yeah. Yeah, give me Batman Detective TV show like True Detective. Yeah, we talked about that. I kind of broke down like an idea for like, I think Batman, of all the characters we have, Superman got his own television show in Smallville. Like a Batman television show almost kind of writes itself. And I know that we got Gotham, but it wasn't Batman. And like the kid that was trying to play Batman was too fucking young. And like, I know they kind of tried to put him in a bat costume at the end, but like, come on, man. That wasn't fucking Batman. Like, not like and it wasn't fucking Smallville Batman, or Smallville Batman either. See if I can find the bat suit for Gotham at the end of the movie there. Like, we barely see it. see if I can find like a fucking full-on fucking picture of this fucking L batsuit. The fucking L batsuit. Oh shit, there it is. There's like a better version of it in light. Like, maybe this could have been interesting, but it kind of felt like a fucking afterthought, to be honest. Yeah, so there's that. This kind of feels like an afterthought. Like, you know, look at how the greaves fit on his body and stuff. Like, it was like, let's slap together a bat costume that we can put the kid in for a second and then end it. Not, let's put together like a practical bat costume that looks like we're actually gonna like do something with it. You would think if Gotham was such a hit, why wouldn't you then reboot it or make a sequel spin-off series dealing with Batman with the same character? But yeah, that's not a Batman story in any sense. It's true. What show did you give your pitch? I don't remember which show I gave my pitch on. Was it my last Elden Ring stream? It might have been my last Elden Ring stream that I gave my Batman pitch. I stopped playing for a little bit and then I got like way sidetracked. It might have been that one that I gave it on. Because yeah, man, that's the thing. Like at the end of the day, like you know, I think Batman would do really well with a series, a well-produced, high-budget, like Warner Brothers, like wow, not Warner Brothers. What the fuck am I saying? HBO level show, like a true detective crime drama. That's the thing. You could do multiple things. You could do like a section of the series that deals with like a crime. Like you could do an entire season, like especially because it's Batman. You do an entire season built around a character like the Riddler. Yeah, and I know Matt Reeves. 'Cause here's the thing, Matt Reeves' Batman. The first half of that movie is actually pretty solid. It's pretty interesting. Like it's an interesting concept, and where it starts to go in the series, like or where it starts to go in the movie, is kind of cool. And then it just kind of fucking goes way off the rails, especially after they catch the Riddler and they kind of turn him into like some like, I don't know. The Riddler was not what the Riddler was supposed to be. The idea that the Riddler is just some like simpy online nerd that's like fucking horny for Batman and just feels like they're like a kinship versus the rivalry, which is I think far more interesting. Like a character that's like, yo, I'm so fucking smart, like I'm so fucking intelligent, and like I've obviously had a psychotic break and I'm doing some criminally awful shit, and then here comes this fucking guy that solves one of my crimes. You have episode 1 of the show, like of the season, with the Riddler, where he solves a fucking crime that the Riddler put together as a joke or whatever, and then he goes like, the Riddler's like, what the fuck, he solved that? Like he figured that shit out. Maybe he almost catches the Riddler or some shit like that. Riddler escapes and the Riddler like goes fucking crazy. He's like, yo, I'm the smartest guy in the world, and he fucking figured that out. All right, if this is how he wants to do it. And then it's an entire cat and mouse game of fucking riddles, and he's dropping more and more complex riddles, and we see the Riddler slowly like losing his fucking mind, because that's the whole point, is like him and Batman intellectually duking it out and Batman always getting the upper hand at the end. You know, and you could do a whole fucking 8-9 episode series about that, and it'd be really fucking interesting and really cool, and like it pushing Batman to his very limits intellectually. You do like, you could even break it down into seasons based on different things. Like do a season that's based around Batman's intellect. You do a season based around Batman's physical prowess, and you know, put him up against Bane or some shit like that. Although Bane definitely also has a psychological aspect to him too. But I have a whole season around Bane being the villain, and then like a season around Batman's soul, and that's where the Joker's introduced. You do body, mind, and soul, and like, you know, like 3 fucking interesting seasons, and then you know, season 4 is like a whole fucking thing. Like you could do a lot with that shit, man. You know, and like the fact that they don't utilize those kind of aspects and those kind of themes. You do an entire theme around Batman, do a theme around his trauma, where he's, you know, dealing with a villain that now, you know, like Hugo Strange is a villain that may use other people or smaller villains to help him out, but is dealing with Batman's like his trauma and trying to fucking psychologically break him down and you failed your parents, Bruce. And like, there's so much shit that you can do with that show and go places with that show, but you have to have Batman there. Like, you have to have fucking Batman. Alan Tudyk would be a great fucking Riddler. Oh, he'd kill it, dude. Yeah, imagine a season like that, but with Hush as the season villain. Yeah, a super villain who changes his fucking face constantly, so Batman never knows who he is. Dude, imagine that. Imagine a season with Hush of Batman where he's trying to hunt this guy down and he can't figure it out, or there's like a series of these gruesome murders. He's trying to figure things out, and then he's watching these different crimes be committed by people, and then like when they get hunted, like when Gordon catches them, they have no recollection of it, they don't know what he's talking about, or well, in that instance he probably would kill them. So like there's people committing crimes and they find out these people are dead. And they're like, how are these people dead if they committed these crimes? What's going on? And they find out there's some serial killers stealing people's faces, all this fucking shit. Like, dude, it could be wild, and the whole time you're doing that, because somebody brought up the Court of Owls, like imagine like an entire, like the series, each series or each season breaking down, like Batman's running into problems, Gordon's running into corruption, all this shit like that. And so you're slowly like teasing out the Court of Owls. Like, you could just do a lot with that show. Batwoman always ruined Hush. Well, we're going to pretend like Batwoman never fucking happened. So I feel like James Gunn is going to introduce Azrael as the new man bat, or the new main bat, and make him nothing like Azrael. Yeah, well, he has to use Bruce Wayne. They're not going to let him use anybody but Bruce Wayne, because the studio needs Bruce Wayne. That's why we've never seen anybody else in the suit, because they're too terrified to use anybody that the audience wouldn't know as Bruce Wayne. But you could do a really good, interesting season with that. Like Bane breaks Batman's back, and then the second half of the season is Azrael, and we're watching Batman as Bruce deal with the fallout of trying to like heal up and shit like that. Wahoo? Yeah, right. So, all right, we got to our Batman topic. Listen, don't watch people sucking on girls' toes on Kick, please. That's a big fucking no-no. We're not gonna do that. We don't do that around here. We don't do that here. That's just a big no. Like,
brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Like, don't fucking do that. That shit's gross. So, there's a lot of people streaming right now. So you guys, like, please feel free to go out. Please feel free. Please feel free to go out and check on, some of these other streamers. There's better places to watch that stuff. Wait, no, it's too late now. I'm assuming that was a prior topic. What was, Turd Ferguson? Oh, yeah, we talked a little bit about James Gunn and his Batman. Yeah, we just got done talking about that. Sorry, buddy. Freedom? Yeah, freedom. So, I think we're going to end the stream here. But before we end it, because, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And for the new people that don't get to hear it, we should definitely check it out. So, before we go, I will put this on for you guys. You guys already know what it is, so. And that's how we'll end the stream. I'm going to play it, and then I'll play you guys out. Thanks for watching.
Chicken grease in my soul. That's how